also appreciate Dan. If you can hear me live in the chat, thank you for watching. We're going to be live shortly. We're going to be playing a little bit of Anthem. We're going to be talking about the Outlaw Outrage event that is happening today in free play. We're also going to be discussing some of the most important patch notes in the patch note patch breakdown. We're going to be discussing with Sarah, the female voice actress lead in Anthem, about her career working on the game. And I'm excited to talk to her and ask her a few questions about voice acting. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you're just joining right now, I'm having a good day. It is Wednesday, and I'll catch you when we're live. Bye, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to our Anthem stream on IGN. I'm joined today by the female protagonist lead, Sarah Elmaleh. And thank you so much for coming into the studio with us to play a little bit of Anthem.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I thought we would start the stream a little bit differently because we're going to focus on the voice acting talents that you've brought to the.
That's all I can talk about.
Yeah.
That's all I can speak to.
And yeah, so real quick, I thought we would just do a little bit of a conversation. This is one of my favorite side quest lines right here with this particular character. So I'm going to cue it up and just sort of showcase some of the contributions that you had in the game. So let's talk to her really quick. Dan, do you have audio?
The Freelancer logo.
Never mind. Do you need something?
What does it cost
I don't.
to contract
fine.
you?
Which one should we pick? Which
I
line did you
know.
like? You don't
I don't
remember?
think I don't remember if I got to see. I'm trying to remember if I got to see the prompts as opposed to the lines that actually fire.
Well, let's be mean.
Let's be.
Like,
I can't hear it. I have no idea what's happening.
Oh, okay. I have subtitles on.
It's a substantial amount.
I don't have that. Right now, I don't have much of anything, actually.
Oh, no.
That's the problem.
What's going on exactly?
It's my business. My parents are gone, and it's just me now.
What up, Mora?
I'm Mora, by the way. I sell fruits, vegetables, but most of my sales were in grains. Bakeries.
But now...
My supplier's business is on hold. Some sort of
remember,
family argument.
Sarah did the voice
I'm sorry.
of the
But
Freelancer.
I have
So
a
she
solution.
is not on camera
least
right now.
I
She
think
is
I have a
speaking with
solution.
Mora,
What's that?
A farm.
who has some questions about a farm.
An inside farm.
Great, I know lots about farms.
Self-sustainable indoor farming. You never have to go outside the walls. I figured out a way. I did. I built a prototype. Just one seed. But it's sprouting.
It's resourceful.
You should do it.
Sure,
Yeah?
right?
All right, we'll go positive.
Shouldn't we always?
Sounds like it would solve your problem. You should make one.
I would, but
Very positive. Good read.
I don't have the
Thank you.
resources.
Is it? Thank you.
Yeah.
I need support. Financial support.
You might still find the opportunity. Maybe fruit sales will pick up.
I can't wait to watch this after so I can hear it.
Thank you for listening.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You were very kind to a stranger.
Well, that's the freelancer way, mostly.
It was good to meet you. And if you ever do need fruit,
I know where to find you.
Cool. Friends.
So she's trying to start a farm within Fort Tarsus to kind of help with food production. And,
Yeah.
And she kind of has this whole quest line that unfolds throughout where she had a business partner and such. I won't ruin it for everybody, but that's just a small example of some of the work that you've done in game. And I want to ask you, how do you decide to approach a character like the one you play in Anthem? And as the lead, it's a very important role because you're the voice of the player. So going into it, what were you like, oh, I'm going to tackle it this way or whatever?
Well, I'm glad we started with this while I'm not playing so I can think about it because it is big. And so it's very difficult for me to kind of describe her in a few short keywords or personality traits. Like for me, with a player character, some player characters this isn't true of, but with a Bioware game like this, I feel like my job is to be a connector. So I am there to connect. And that kind of encompasses a lot of different moods, really, because I'm there to connect the player to the environment. I'm making the environment feel real. I'm making the stakes feel real. I'm connecting you to the people. The relationships need to feel real. So it's less about my flair or my flavor and more about being really honest and really authentic and creating kind of like a pathway for the player to feel like they're being advocated for or spoken on behalf of in this world. So it's actually really hard for me. And there's so much. I've done so many lines and had so many moods and reactions that it's like I've been putting dots on like a chart forever, and now maybe I'll play it and step back and be like, oh, it's a smiley face. Like, like oh, how cool. So yeah, I think what's nice is that it's a game about playing with your friends, and so that's what the story is about friendship and teamwork. So for me, that kind of mission of being connected, of really focusing on the people that as a character, who you're fighting for and who you're fighting with. Kind of making that more of just an active objective and less of like a character flavor was kind of what carries me through all these different moods and reactions, like empathy and anger and all this different stuff can be contained in that kind of mission. And actually on the performance capture is a really interesting special context for that too, because I'm there with my other actors, right? The other people and our living dynamic with each other. Most of the time for games and for a lot of the free roaming stuff, I'm in a booth by myself. I don't get to hear anybody. So, but in performance capture, you get to benefit from closing distance with each other. And this, there's a scene with Owen that I love for that was just really alive and really like surprising because we were on the same stage. So for me, I feel like my job is to bring the characters to the player. My job, like you'll notice in cutscenes, I have fewer lines than the other people. Like it's really kind of about the flavor of, and the loveliness of like all these characters that you're kind of becoming fond of. So I talk less. My job on set is to be alive and specific and present with these actors so that they have something to give to the player, back to the player.
Yeah.
And in other cases, like I'm bringing the player to them because I'm kind of the only person on set or the only actor on set who plays games and loves Bioware. So I'm kind of translating, bringing the player to them too. So that's kind of, it's more like what I'm doing and less like what I sound like or one kind of mood.
Okay. So you don't necessarily go in with like a philosophy of how you're going to approach the character. It just kind of comes to you.
That's the philosophy. The philosophy for me is like serving the player.
Yeah.
So like I'm serving your access. I'm a means of access to this world and a means of expressing yourself in it. So it's more like that's, I mean, with every player character, that's kind of the thing, although how you go about it. With this one, it was pretty just... It was more close to me, a cool, capable, less goofy, silly me, but more just like me being as honest and authentic and present in all these different contexts as possible so that you feel like you're connecting through me to the game.
Yeah. We're going to queue up and we're actually just going to go into free play. There is an event going on right now. There are some soldiers out about, some outlaws, and we're going to go try and tackle a few of those in free play. But before we get there, Dan, do you have the VO track of Sarah's work queued up right now?
Ooh.
You do. So real quick, to give you guys a little bit more context about some of the games Sarah's worked on, like Gone Home, you were Katie. What else did I look at here? You did some voice work in Final Fantasy. And Pyre was one of my favorites, which, I would actually like to ask you about afterwards.
Sure, yeah.
But, all right, chat, here's her reel so you can have a little bit more of an idea of her range. So, Dan, take it away.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Love you. See you soon. Bye.
What you've done is wrong. You feast while all around you people starve. You and your warriors will learn to live like the rest of us. Now the real fight had begun.
There's nothing like being in the crowd at a show. Dancing and spinning and feeling all that energy around you. It's the purest connection I've ever felt. Wow, a whole 10 cents. Congratulations. You only need to do 6,999 more of these, and you'll have enough for today. Mi ricare, amita.
Solisce de maritados. Chavara sorsen.
San securistas.
San de varidas. Treo de ceras. Kir setere. Tenarum dirge.
So, ATAC, there's a ton of Imperials in our way. I need a distraction if Axelios is going to sneak past.
So, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking you head to the Imperial munitions and sabotage their machinery.
That's crazy.
You love crazy.
What's all this about the port closing?
So what is all this about the port closing?
What's all this
No, so that's really cool. And I have to ask you about Pyre. There's a lot of unique inflection in those sort of words. Is that a real language or is it a fictional language?
It's a fictional language.
Yeah.
So Greg Kasavin, who I can't even believe.
Bastion.
Yeah, should I follow you? Oh no, I play inverted.
Oh, go ahead and change any settings you want.
Boop.
I'm just flying around in the open world.
I'll catch up to you shortly. It's in gameplay.
Right. Yep. Go over to controller. I bet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. On for all the swimming and the flying and the. Okay, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So Greg Kasavin just thought real hard about some kind of aesthetic influences in languages that exist. So it's a little bit of Hebrew. It's a little Italian.
Okay.
So there is totally stuff that he was drawing from, but he really mapped out this language brilliantly. So I did have real lines to read, and then they kind of got remapped and stuff. But I was so impressed with how thoughtful he was about all that. That was so fun. I love gibberish languages, like The Sims and
Simlish.
Yeah, Simlish has always been like a bucket list type of role for me. Skulls of the Shogun also was gibberish, but that I had to make up.
So was it actually written out in some way?
Yeah.
Or?
For Pyre it was. For Skulls it was not, but yeah, for Pyre it was.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
We found out shortly before this
have?
stream that in addition to our stream with Sarah, and thank you for joining us, by the way, that Bioware is also doing a stream. But I got you guys covered And we got a public event in here. We can work on our mission. A lot of people refer to this as a roadblock mission in the game, but we actually have an update from Bioware Live. They're saying that you're going to start completing this challenge at level 3 now. So when you want to get the quest, it's not going to be as daunting. It looks like we got a rocket over there we're paying attention to.
Oh, sorry.
What does Mark got on here? He has double detonators.
Is B not evade? Oh, okay.
So primer detonate really quick. Whoop. Trying to talk in
I know it's really hard, and I haven't played. I played like an hour.
Oh,
I'm not very good at this.
No, you primed the turret. That's actually really great.
Oh, good.
I have double
you have a
detonator.
thing? You'll take care of it. Okay, great. Awesome.
Oh boy. Maybe I'll take care of it.
This is gonna be really hard for me to talk.
It's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
So we'll take care of the turret.
We'll
the turret's probably the MVP, the big target that we want to get rid of.
Good. Keep going.
All right. I should just float more, huh?
Yeah, you should. As the storm, you should be in the air
height.
all the time.
Right? Because I can just hang out up here. One more time. All right.
This is definitely not. So I gave you access to my account. I borrowed a buddy of mine's account so that we could play together at the same time.
Yeah.
Ranger's definitely my favorite class.
Yeah, I was so surprised. I kind of expected it to be like the vanilla thing, and then I would kind of branch out to other stuff, but I really enjoy it. It's really versatile. I love icing things, but also not being totally helpless and vulnerable. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Although I do also like living.
Your abilities, the base abilities with your character is pretty cool. The storm, with primers and detonators and such. They give you a really powerful ice build. Anyway, some of the notes I was talking about before from the stream. Day 1 patch coming on the 22nd is actually releasing today at 5 p.m. PST. So if you have been playing Anthem,
you'll get a
there's going to be no server downtime, but it's only 6 gigabytes. And that tomb quest I was talking about, you'll start those at level 3, so it's not going to be nearly as bad as it was. I'm gonna take these guys out. Oh, they're good.
I will say that I got so excited as soon as I was able to kind of perceive, as they were explaining the game to me, that this was kind of be like single player experience with just sort of like Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, but integrated into single player. I was like, oh, that's great! I'm so excited.
Having that sort of.
I was like, that's awesome. I 100% want this. I played a lot of the multiplayer. I did not think I would like it, the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Like initially, I wasn't not a big online multiplayer person.
The sort of horde mode aspect.
Yeah, but then it just sort of stripped down to those 3 abilities. I was like, the underlying combo system, like everything underneath here has been so interesting this entire time, and I just wasn't paying attention. So I was like, this is so fun.
I did have a few more questions that I want to talk to you about.
Sure, man.
I wrote them down for the show.
Great.
Yeah, so
like
working on a game like this versus a game like Gone Home, how do you differentiate that? Because Gone Home was a smaller indie title. This is probably considered AAA. You know, it's got
I would consider it AAA.
Is there more pressure? How do you differ strategically when working on a role like that?
I mean, the pressure came from me. The pressure came from me loving Bioware since like KOTOR. Like I played KOTOR, and that was the first time I think I realized that someone had this job and that would be dope. I was like, oh, I'd loved game voiceover forever and games forever, but I was like, someone has this job where they go into a booth and say fun things and that's their life. And I was like, I want that. Like Jennifer Hale in that was like, I was like, ooh, I want your life. And then, so I've played it forever. It's been like a bucket list goal. It's one of the reasons I moved out to LA to focus on game voiceover, is to work with companies that are telling stories at this level. So the pressure was entirely as a fan. I mean, for me, mostly the most meaningful pressure was just like, I want to be part of this, and to be a good part of this. It matters to me. I want to be something I would play. So yeah, that was the pressure. I mean, with Gone Home too, it was, I mean, it's funny that I did a lot of Scratch's temp recording for them, right? And so I was familiar with the game for a while as it was coming together. But I also, that one, the phone call, it's the beginning, and then I kind of step out, right? As a player character, happened in one take. Like that was 30 seconds of my life. Like I just did one take, and Steve was like, "That's lovely," and I was like, "Great, oh, okay." And that character is also very particular. Like that, who she is as different from her sister is kind of meaningful, and she's kind of bright and chipper and has no idea what's going on at home, So that is a kind of a more particular player thing that really meaningfully informs like how you feel once you start moving through that space. The fact that you are her sister means it's reasonable for you to be at home. You kind of have guilt about being not at home. But with this, I have to with something like Anthem and all these choices and just a bigger, meatier role and passing through all these different contexts, and it's much more like I was saying before. It's just like it has to be a lot of different things. It can't just be the one little flavorful snippet to set everything up. It has to be like she has to move through all these different contexts with believability and authority and all that stuff.
Yeah, you're also I believe you're a younger character in Gone Home.
I would say so. Yeah, I would say so. She's younger. She's like early 20s. She's just in college, I think, or just got out of college. Although in this character too, like she changed a lot. I mean, there were times when we did have much more kind of overarching, top level. She's got to be a little more adventurous, or she's going to be a little more stoic and tough. So she was not always where she is now, for age or like kind of innocence or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it changed.
Yeah,
I was lucky
like,
to be a part of that evolution.
The character actually goes through a war, for those who don't know, and kind of comes out of it alive, basically, in the context of the game. And did you change from the intro to the end? I'm right here. I'm Maya Draw.
Help! What are you?
Yeah.
What was your question?
So the character in Anthem, it kind of goes through war and it sees it, and obviously it's the protagonist. And then after that, kind of there's a fractured friendship, and this is all right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Did the character end up changing? Is that sort of what you're getting at?
Changing over the course of the story, or changing in the course of development?
Changing both.
Both.
Both. So over development, like, was it originally more gruff, like Batman-y, or?
Well,
no?
What I will say that I think doesn't kind of spoil too much or give you, is that if you go back and listen to the first reveal trailer for, I think, E3 a couple of years ago, maybe?
Yeah.
There's just a little deeper, a little tougher, and then if you listen to the Legion of Dawn trailer, like it's not quite that. So there were definitely some shifts, and there were different approaches that they were trying to take as they were figuring out what this game would be at its best. But that was the epiphany for me, was when I just realized it was like, it's just about people. And if she's connecting to people, that's her main thing. Is if she's like has real relationships, if she's really playful with people, if she's really, defiant with people who need to be stood up to, that's what matters most. So I started focusing less on what I sound like and more on what she was needing to get done. I have a connection problem. There we are.
That's okay. It happens.
We all do sometimes. There you are.
We all just want to connect to somebody. Don't we?
See, it's all just about connection is what I'm saying.
I know where you're going with that. Got some Frostals over here.
Ooh. Oh, they probably don't care about Frost then.
No. The Frost characters definitely are less vulnerable to frost.
Yeah, one might imagine.
The fire,
yeah,
a little bit more resistant.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have all explodies. So.
Cool, perfect. So maybe I'll just. I don't know, which one is my lightning? Okay, there we go. Ooh, we did a combo.
Nice.
It's so satisfying.
It is. The combo system is really good. You can see down in the lower right, I have two like sparks next to the Q and E command, and those are considered detonators. And then that melee that I keep doing this. That is a primer on my character. Sarah on the Storm. Okay. Sarah, you're actually on my account. You have two masterwork items. You have a sniper rifle that does.
Oh, I do I?
Like 200% more damage when you're in the air.
Right. Good for floating as a storm should.
Oh, and we got a public event, or a world event.
Oh,
getting my Destiny terminology mixed in with my Anthem terminology. A little bit.
Tell me all about it, Faye.
Yeah. So this one probably has us kill a bunch of stuff.
Right.
Or pick things up and then put them back.
Cool. I love it when it's simple.
Yeah.
Should we shoot all these eggies? Or are they full of
I think we're killing the
scorpions?
Eggs. I think that's what they have us doing. We got a few of these things we got to pick up.
Here's little crabbos.
Here we go. We're actually picking up these items. The fragments.
Fragments.
And there comes the workers.
Acid.
That happens. Happens a lot.
It does.
There we go. So now they're getting mad because we're touching all the buttons in the area. And we've been killing their children, so
well,
I don't think they like that.
I don't know that I would argue that. Okay, here we go.
I got one over here. And we have one more. It's also by me. I'll just double down. Oh, he's dead already.
Yeah, this lightning is really quite lovely. Thank you for getting it to where it is today.
I actually just ran. I hadn't run on the storm yet, so I ran really quick, and I got some really good drops. I was like, oh, all right, I'll give her some.
Beautiful. Bless you. Bless all the work you put into making this easy and pleasurable for me. So nice.
Got our chest up. Let's just clear out the riffraff a little bit.
Hello. I don't remember to actually.
Ultimate here. We just got to kill these guys. And we're good to go. Mark was a little tankier than I thought he'd be. I was worried, so I went into normal and not like hard or anything.
I appreciate it. I will. I mark my words. I will get good at this game, and I'll be in there. I'll be in the mix. I'm not there yet, though, but I will.
You know what you are good at?
What
voice acting.
Hey.
So let me ask you another question that I have here.
Yeah.
What was your audition like when you were applying for this role? Did you know what you were applying for, or was it like a code name? Or
I'm sure it was a code name. I think it had like 3 code names.
Yeah.
Over the course of time, it had like more code names than any game I'd ever seen.
Did you even know it was Bioware?
I feel like I don't remember if it was on the copy or if it was just such obviously Bioware dialogue.
Yeah.
I do think I knew. I'm pretty sure I knew what it was from reading it, but I don't remember if that was just me understanding what Bioware dialogues look like or if it was actually written on the copy somewhere. And I flipped out. I flipped all the way out. I flipped out. I mean, again, like I said, this is like a bucket list dream of mine to work to be in a Bioware game. I never even expected to just hit the ground with a player character. That was like too much to ask. I was like, I will send you on the dumbest fetch quest of your life. I don't care. I'll be the tiniest role. Like it doesn't matter. But I've wanted this since I was like, 15, 17 maybe. So yeah, it was exciting.
So you solved the mystery. You figured out who you were working for.
Yeah.
And was that nerve-wracking for you?
Yeah.
Or?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's so funny. If you ask Nick is one of my castmates, and we're like wonderful. I don't think I ever expected we would be as good friends as we are. But he like hated me. He hated me when we first. I was so uptight.
Oh, really?
I was so uptight and nervous, and I think I said something really truly stupid in our first read through. And it was because I was so scared. I was just trying to keep it together and not let anyone know that I thought that what I was worried about, whether I deserved to be in the room. Like I was so he thought I was like stiff and mean and just cranky and weird. So yeah, I was pretty nervous. I was pretty nervous.
It happens.
It does. Well, it's only like, nowadays voiceover doesn't tend to make me nervous. Like it's just fun, which is so nice. But when it's a special job like this where you've just been wanting it forever.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Killing the stir.
You're not nice. You're not a nice friend.
Oh.
Maybe I should.
Got an outlaw shotgun here.
Actually have a thing.
Ooh, all right.
Who else is here?
Have a
Who
grenade.
else is here? Get out of here.
Yeah, basically, we're taking out the outlaws. This is sort of like the shift in the open world. This particular update, and they just sort of pushed it live randomly. Oh, we getting still knocked. Not good. Gotta get out of here. I think we have a Dominion or outlaw, not Dominion, an outlaw javelin, basically.
Yes, we do. Someone
Pelting us with
skilled
ice. There it is.
is in our way.
Outlaw elementalist. What does Mark got here? Shield, please. Let's pick out some movie guys. Oh, so I am down.
Oh no, where are you?
So you can see me
safe?
over there.
Or is it safe where I'm going to be?
It's safe. I'm pretty clear over
Hello.
there.
If I don't run into walls.
Yeah.
I can help. I'm coming.
One of my biggest critiques that I right there around the corner. One of my biggest critiques is actually this down screen that I really hope they get a chance to adjust with the patch note. Speaking of patch notes, there was a big patch revealed recently where they talk about some of the improvements that they're going to be making to the game.
That's exciting.
They include the Tomb of the Legionaries was one of the harder quest lines. That's going to start earlier. They confirmed on the stream just minutes ago.
Wow.
Opening chest now is going to work for all teammates, so that is definitely a positive.
Cool. Great. That is good.
Guy.
Nice.
There we go.
Look at you managing to. You're like keeping up to speed on 2 streams
Yeah.
at the same time. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I can barely.
Did a little bit of prep work for the stream.
Well done.
Yeah.
I tried so hard. I tried to play as much as I could, given that I don't have access to the full game yet.
Hey, one of us hasn't died yet, just saying.
You. But is she helping? Is she
Yeah.
really doing her best? I mean, she is doing her best. That's what she said. Here we go.
Where's the thing we gotta kill?
Maybe
Everything.
Maybe I should use my sniper rifle at all. I don't know.
That gun you have is really good. If you can hit 3 crits in a row, it detonates a fiery explosion. It's very, very fun. I just got it yesterday.
Cool.
Whoop! I need to chill.
Come here,
for a
you
second.
jerk.
Chill my shield over here for a little bit.
Nasty man. Ha!
Got him. Nice.
Okay.
There we go. More loot.
Yay!
One of the quests does involve opening a bunch of these chests.
Cool.
So that's good.
I like chests. I like gifts.
Over here. Got it.
Sweet.
Playing on normal, so unfortunately we're not Grandmaster 1 or anything, so probably not going to get any masterworks on this
That's
lower
okay.
level character.
I don't
that
get
I'm
to
using.
take home home anyway.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Hey, you can get as much loot as you want for my character. Not gonna
Yeah,
sell out.
exactly. Well, you look at my beautiful cape.
I know.
love it.
I actually customized the color for purple, so
It's-
thank you for noticing.
it's
And I gave
very
you the
rich.
red accent.
It's a rich and regal purple, truly. Where are we going?
You know, the game, a lot of people have been talking about a lot of the flaws of the game, and I fully recognize that there are improvements that need to be made by Bioware, but I'm still having a good time on the
Yay.
loot grind and,
good.
and enjoying it.
That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
hello. Maybe just, there we go.
Oh, boy.
Oh man, I am really souped up. it's quite
Yeah,
nice. All I have to do
you're
is
really
hit
good.
one.
So
Get one shot in.
let me ask you one more
Yeah.
question. I have a few here on the sheet
Great.
that I low-key wrote and put on the set.
That you low-key prepped real hard.
Yeah, low-key prep. I'm wondering, what advice would you give to somebody trying to get into the voice acting career?
For
or
games
even
specifically?
start on their career path. Yeah, games. Or
Ow.
friend of ours here at the show, at the studio, Mitchell Saltzman, has done some voice acting work for anime, I believe. He did some work on One Punch Man, I believe.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Advice. It's a funny thing. Game voice acting. I mean, my path, all I can do is kind of describe what I did, and I'm not sure how replicable that is.
Yeah, what did you do?
What did I do? I did, I simultaneously walked kind of like a normal, traditional get agents and demos and whatever, but mainly through commercial voiceover.
Oh.
And then kind of took it on, that was one kind of initiative. And then simultaneously, I was just showing up to games events. Like, I think I didn't know, at the time I was like, all I was doing was, watching GameSpot reviews and reading Penny Arcade. So I went to PAX. That was like
And
the
IGN,
only
of
place.
course.
And IGN, of course. No, I wasn't that cool. That's my point. My point is I didn't know what was good. I didn't know all that was good. So I went to PAX, and from there I met just one or two people that kind of opened this world of like amazing games events and game criticism and games conversation and development. I mean, just all of indies. Like, it was a really exciting time, early 2010 or whatever, for all these things. And so I had my eyes opened. So I just started going to GDC. I've been going to GDC since the Game Developers Conference.
Yeah.
Since like 2011, I think, and meeting indie developers where they live, which is there. AAA casting doesn't necessarily live there. So that changed when I moved to Los Angeles and got, I'm with some agents that I'm really, really grateful for. And that kind of put me in the running for games like, Bioware games and other kind of stuff like that. So it was like I was doing indies from my home studio on my own, just based off of people I was meeting at conferences in New York for like 7 years. And then I was like, there's no AAA. Aside from Rockstar, I need to be in Los Angeles to be in the mix. So being in Los Angeles, if you want to do performance capture, you need to physically be here. So moving to Los Angeles is something to really consider.
So that was actually a pretty big part of it.
Oh yeah,
Chase
very
your
big part of it.
dreams in LA.
Yeah, chase your dreams. Talk about them with people. Like I think that my cast, I did know someone casting this game, who I think was just subbing in for someone on maternity leave. I'd worked with on For Honor, and she must have known. I mean, I'd met her before. She knew how much Bioware means to me, how much games mean to me. So I have no doubt that was kind of part of her context in presenting her selects to, she doesn't have final say, but she, probably explained that to people. And I mean, I think it changes, how you are in the booth and on the PCAP set. Like, if you play games, if you know, like if you know what's going on.
You know what's expected.
Yeah, or just what the context is. Like, games, you do games so blind. You don't get you don't have scene partners. You don't often have art. You don't have context. All the lines are out of context. Like, it's nuts. And so if you don't know at least what games are like in general, then you are. And many voice actors don't play games, but they're just that gifted. They're just that intuitive. Like, they've honed their ability. But I think it really gives you a leg up.
Definitely.
You know.
I mean, I would hope that the person working on the voices takes the time to familiarize themselves at least with the brand that they're working on, as you did.
Right. Yeah.
Which is great to hear.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's like, I think more and more voice actors are doing that too. And many of my favorite voice actors that I've admired since I was little don't necessarily do that, and they're still geniuses. But I think that's changing. I think there's more voice actors in the mix who grew up loving this stuff, and like me, like just it was their dream of theirs specifically, you know.
Who are some of your idols in the voice acting?
Jennifer Hill is a huge fucking. Excuse me, can I even swear?
It's fine.
Like, sorry, freaking.
Sponsored by the Army. I think they're going to be all right.
Sorry, guys. That's how I feel about it. Is that it's really intense. My love for her is very intense. Yeah. I mean, I remember. It's so funny. I learned how to like. This is a particular detail. I've known Jennifer for a little while, and she's been incredibly kind and generous with me.
Yeah.
As just someone giving me advice and support. So I remember playing Mass Effect and listening to her sprint, like just her light kind of panting as she's sprinting, and I was like, wow, that's really impressive. Like that's what a fit person sounds like sprinting. And I realized I was like, oh my god. She's like, girl, what's your exercise routine? And I was like, I don't have one. She's like, you need to fix that. So like I have a running regimen because Jennifer Hale told me I had to be in shape to do this job.
That's cool. What's your running go-to? I run a lot too. Outside.
Do you really?
Yeah, I run about 2 miles every morning.
That's impressive.
Every day. Used to do 5K, but I'm kind of a slacker now.
I do like 4-ish miles every other day.
Oh, okay.
And I use Zombies Run, and I wouldn't. I would
like,
not.
They're chasing you.
That's the only. I always joked that like I wouldn't run unless someone was chasing me. So I found a game that does that, and now I run. It's like how that works.
So we've explored free play. We've seen the Outlaws.
this.
I think I'm going to end the free play expedition, and we can actually go do some of the missions that Mark is on. Maybe we'll get a little bit more narrative from your character performance.
Sure.
While we're making that smooth transition, let's see if I have any other questions that I wrote down.
Yeah.
Here, what would a dream role, besides this one, of course, be for you to work on?
This one. Another dream role.
Like a character type that you would really like to do, or maybe a studio that you haven't had the opportunity to work for yet that you would be like, yeah, that would be really, really exciting.
Well, I will say that I can do that, right? There are companies that I'm dying to work with. I mean, Naughty Dog, watching the person that I met at PAX, actually, just in the lobby of my hotel, was Richard LaMarchand, who is the co-lead on Uncharted 2, co-lead designer. And so I met him, and I didn't have a PlayStation at the time, but I went home and just watched all of Uncharted Drake's Fortune on YouTube, and I was like, this level of acting and collaboration is so much, it was just so much higher than what I'd personally seen yet.
Yeah,
and I
was
was
just
like,
the first game. Like they really knocked it out of the park.
Is like, oh my god, yeah, I know. So I was like, oh my god, like all this. I knew that being part of games would always be fun for me, but because of what they are to me. But like that level of just actor-wise, like fun and collaboration and just play, I was like, oh, I could just do this. I could really focus on this and feel rewarded as an actor. And so Naughty Dog is another reason that I moved out here.
They're on the list. They're up there.
Oh yeah, they're on the list. I was in Uncharted 4 and then I got cut. I was a little hero. I was a hero. You have sidekicks, and so the hero medic. Where am I going? Should I go to Tarsus?
Yeah, just go to Tarsus.
Great.
I'm gonna do some conversation so we can hear a little bit more of your work.
And then I'll be with you. Here we are.
Saving the world. Never mind.
She's a freelancer. You're a freelancer. You're catching up a little
Freelancer to freelancer. How's it going?
Strider full of rations and batteries.
Naughty Dog. I'm not letting you off the hook. I want to know one more at least.
One more. Yeah. Well, I fell madly in love with Spider-Man. I played Spider-Man last year, and I was like, I mean, Yuri. Oh my God, everyone, and the process, and the quality of the writing, and the. Oh, it's so good! It's so good! It's so good.
It was in the running for our game of the year.
Yeah.
God of War took it.
Oh, beautiful. But, yeah, I mean, I think and I watched a whole lot of. I watched my brother play God of War. But I loved everything about Spider-Man and the performances in it. Just really touching. I mean, and that's like we're in like a great year for Spider-Man stuff. Like Spider-Verse is beautiful. But yeah, Yuri's Spider-Man is now one of my favorite Spider-Man of all time, if not the. So yeah, that's another one.
All right. Well, give her a call, Naughty Dog, Insomniac. We got her number if you need it.
Yeah, I'm here.
You can find her
me on Twitter.
Yeah, right. Hit her up on Twitter. Let's hear some of your voice acting here. We're gonna do a few conversation scenes. We have one with Halleck. We're talking to a freelancer, Yanni, right now. I'm gonna be a little quieter so that they can actually hear your work.
Well, everything I own is on the other side of these doors. Looks like I'm stuck here. But you should save yourself.
Okay. Good luck.
I'm Freelancer Johnny, by the way. See you around.
Actually, I remember that convo because I think I have played that convo and just like
the
hopefulness of it. I think that's that feels really true and important as a color for her. The
Yeah.
idea that, I mean there are options there. She can be also more realistic, but I think that the idea that she has hope in this place and in these people and that things can be better. I mean, I think about that all the time. I'm always kind of other projects that I have involve making the space better for actors and developers collaborating together. I have other projects that are kind of geared toward that, and so yeah, the idea that you participate in the space you're in and the community that you're in, and that you try to make it a better place is big.
And that was just from the conversation with Yanni. That's what you sort of took away from it?
Well, she says, like, hope. She's like, I don't know,
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty down on Tarsus. And I'm like, you lost hope, but I still have hope. Things can be good. Just stick around, you know. Like,
That wasn't the read you did.
That's not the read I did. I can't hear it, remember?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
She says, not me. She's like, I'm out of hope. And I was like, not me, you know.
Do it again, but with that fake language from, what
Right.
was it, Pyre before?
From Pyre?
So, like,
what would it be?
So we'll do this conversation with Faye right now, and then you can try
As
doing it with
Pamitha? Pamitha would be
Pamitha
flirting
from-
hard with Faye.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's a very flirty or Tamitha would be yelling at her. Those are the two options.
So we have Halleck, we have Faye here. I believe it's sort of a contentious relationship. I don't know what point this
I don't know what
game
point
is
we're in, yeah.
We're at Challenge of the Legionaries, so I believe this is at a point where they're not on the best terms.
I see.
So let's see how it goes.
Got a minute to talk?
Unless you're suited up for a mission, I've got all the time in the world. Honestly, I'm surprised you agreed to take the job from Corvus after everything.
We'll say I didn't want to.
If the Dominion weren't here to put the pressure on, I probably
Here,
wouldn't.
I've heard all this before, so why don't you
Okay.
take
The
my
other
headphones
freelancers would even
and
consider
listen as we
trying
go through the
again.
dialogue.
Have you kept in touch with anyone else?
I tried to at first, but
sounded
most of the
super
survivors
angry.
wanted to forget they had ever been freelancers. The ones who stuck around did not appreciate my interest in going back to the Heart of Rage.
What made you so determined to go back in?
There's still so much I want to understand about the storm, the Anthem, and what went wrong.
You really think you'll find answers?
Does it matter? The world is filled with mysteries. Chasing the solutions, that's where the fun is.
It's a good outlook.
Looking forward to the solution, not getting hung up on failure. I envy that.
That's why you left, isn't it? You got sick of dwelling on the past. I can't blame you. You needed to get out there and chase something you couldn't see.
It means a lot to hear you say that.
I came here from Anthem back in the day. Can you imagine? Beautiful, civilized Anthem. To the frontier. Because I wanted to see what's out here through a Lancer's eyes.
Well, I can probably handle being your eyes out here.
I know you didn't really want to do this, any of this. But I'm glad you're here, even if you're not.
Being quiet, being respectful to the dialogue. So now hearing
What are the
it
chances
in
that
game,
Matthias
how do you
will
feel
spend
you
his
did?
time writing
Out
a
of 10.
paper now?
I feel I did rate myself. Oh my God. Give me a heart attack.
Just kidding.
7 out of 10, because
Yes.
everything gets 7 out of 10.
Yeah. But pretty good. Are you happy with your read? Like you
That
felt
one?
like yeah, that one.
Yeah,
was
I
good.
think it was. Am I happy with my read?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's intimate and thoughtful, which is I think what I want when you're rebuilding these relationships and it feels sort of delicate early on. I think that kind of introspection is what makes Faye open back up to you.
Yeah.
So
That
So I think
relationship relationship really develops. I did the male character.
Mm.
So context for me, I've heard a lot of people say they really, really liked your performance. She's
thanks.
a little more snarky, a little more sarcastic or something.
Sure.
And they're like, I like that. I like her attitude
Oh.
throughout the gameplay experience. And yeah, I'm probably going to make another pilot just so I can
Thanks.
hear the different inflections and such that you added.
yeah.
So yeah.
I was
Na-
never thinking about snark, like, because I got that, I see that, and I'm like, I was never, I don't want to put it back on the writers, but I feel like I was just saying what was written. So I don't know. It's funny. It wasn't
But
like
it's a
on
good
my
thing.
mind. I
So
hope
you're
so.
not really putting it
I
on
hope so.
anybody.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
You
Yeah,
just thought
yeah,
it was
yeah.
a net positive.
Yeah.
So this is Halleck. Also, again, just met this character for the first time. Let's talk to him and
Sweet. Yeah.
see how the
Hey there.
characters ended up interacting.
Piece of advice?
Okay, where do I start? Your temper can get to...
No, I'm saying from me to you.
Oh, sure. What have you got?
This fight with the monitor, burning into your brain. Someday it'll be the good old days. The legend that gets freelancers excited and reminds you what badass feels like.
Yeah.
I'm already.
Thank you.
badass.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Please.
Alec, but I've got badass covered already.
Ha! Listen to you.
Just saying.
Saying ain't the same as doing.
This had to be
Old
fun.
man Halleck here defined the badass. That rogue Ursix that terrorized Shadow Gap Trench? I put the final bullet in its brain. Or that battle of Wyvern Horde at Indigo Vale? I was there.
Yeah? What was it like?
A dozen freelancers dropped in from above, down a sheer cliff, landed in a circle on an outcropping. Nothing but death below. No margin for error. Had to surround him. 12 pairs of boots hit the ground in unison. 12 guns started blazing. And a bunch of wyvern died wishing they never met a freelancer. It was magnificent.
Impressive, or you've gone downhill?
To me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, do we want to start a fight? I don't know if I want to fight Halleck. Nick is so
Too
scary.
bad.
Oh God. Oh wow.
How'd you go from
How'd
that
you go
to
from that to
What?
sad
talking
sack?
about being badass instead of doing it?
Who says I stopped?
Ooh,
Soon
you're
as
really
my javelin's running,
confrontational.
you ain't seen nothing yet.
Looking forward to it. See you later.
Whoa, that conversation ended quick.
Yeah, that was
Rightfully so, to be honest. Personal boundaries are an
choices.
important
There are
thing.
choices in this game
Yeah.
about how you want to handle things. But what I like about that is that again, it just mirrors like I don't think Nick cares that I say this, but like it mirrors our relationship. Like we were so
Nick does help. Yeah.
yeah, and we did not start out liking each other, and now we do, and it's
Aw.
really special.
Good.
It's
You
nice.
made friendships.
I made actual
You
friendships.
learned a lot.
I learned a lot.
Yeah.
It's really true.
That's cool.
And it's the nice. That's the blessing of performance capture. Is I wouldn't have this like wild, actual, real life story of getting to know this person really well because we got to work on the same stage. It was really
Awesome.
nice.
Yeah, being in the same room has to add a lot to the your ability to nail those performances.
Oh my God! Well, all of this, and the Owen stuff too. I mean, we'd been working on. Nick and I started working on this game in 2016. I mean, we were the first test shoot. I think I was the first person cast, and then we did the first shoot together. And so it's been years of getting to know each other, giving each other guff, having fun with it, getting closer. Like, yeah, it's real, and that's how other things work in acting. That's the thing that people don't maybe know about voice acting, either actors or gamers maybe, that like you are alone most of the time. And so the fact that it works at all and people are able to invest kind of reality and play and like intimacy into this stuff is just a feat of sheer magic. That's what I love about game voice actors. It's just pure imagination. But when you get to actually just use it because it's real, when it's like in the same space, it's like heaven. It's like a breeze. It's joyful and it's special. So that's performance capture is a really special thing.
That's cool. I'm going to ask that I can steal back my headphones now.
Okay.
Because we're going to go into a contract. We're going to do freelancer work. I'm going to put it on hard difficulty. I felt like we were kind
putting
of
it on
wrecking,
hard?
kind of
My
wrecking
man.
everybody
Oh, dude.
in the free play before. So let's see how we do with this. This
Oh,
could be
no.
a disaster.
Do I hold to start
Yeah,
expedition?
you
Okay,
hold
great.
Y,
Got
and
it.
it should bring you in here with me, and then you just ready up. We're going to be able to go.
Right.
And while
I'm
we're
ready as
readying
X.
up,
Okay.
I do have some news from the Bioware stream.
Ooh.
Stronghold vanity chests are coming. That way, certain vanity items can't be bought, but must be earned, meaning when you defeat those bosses. So that's actually a big improvement. A lot of concerns about the microtransactions in Anthem and how there aren't gear sets to get. So I'm really happy to hear that from the developer. That is from Bioware. And you won't get duplicate vanity items from these chests. So the duplication issue that we've seen in other games like Destiny has also been addressed. That's great. I think that's really positive.
Yay.
I thought we would do something a little bit fun. So I have these patch notes that we know are coming. And I was wondering if you would help me read them as a character of my choosing, and you read them as a character of your choosing.
Okay.
Any
we're
character in the
we're
world.
reading out loud the patch notes.
So basically, your lines are the patch
yeah,
notes.
got it. Right. Cool.
And
cool.
Like it's easy. So I'll do like Christian Bale Batman. What advice
nice.
do you have for a gruff? I'm terrible at this, chat. So this is going to be a disaster.
What'll be really fun is how
but maybe
good
I can have a good coach.
Not at this, but yeah, sure.
So if I'm going to do gruff male protagonist Batman.
Yeah, you gotta. It's very off voice. It's like, yeah, you gotta take all the pitch out of it. Just
like opening a chest now increments Tomb of Legionnaire progress for all squad members present.
oh my God, Batman!
It's like he's
Hi.
here.
It's like he's right next to me. We have friends. Oh, we have friends. In
Oh
our
yeah,
expedition.
we're on a mission.
Oh no.
So yeah, when
Sorry,
you
friends.
are ready, you can read the
I should
next
read one.
one.
What do you want
in your character?
Is it my choosing?
Yeah, you can pick any of these patch notes after the first one, and a character
Right.
of your
character of
choosing.
my choosing. I'm not exceptionally good at impressions, but I have like two,
Go
so I'll
to your
do them.
one of your go-tos.
My go-tos.
Yeah.
All right, what do I see? Players can now access the vault from the forge. That's Katharine Hepburn.
Nice. That's pretty good. We're gonna get transported to the mission area.
Right, because we're lagging.
You want to know what one of the other
Patch notes
are actually on that note?
Get it.
I
Get
apologize
it.
for the bad gameplay. We're having a little bit of fun today. I know it was on there. Let me just find it.
It's a good
The gather party mechanic has been made more lenient in a number of situations.
Woo!
That's my Batman voice read, everybody.
Praise be. These seems like nice people. I shouldn't set them on
But I'm
lightning.
not less lenient on
But
crime.
I'm on crime. On evil doing. In Gotham City.
I should read one. All right, one.
You can change your voice too if you choose
Sure.
to. I did like your Captain Hepburn.
Thank you. Decreased loading times for older disk drives. That's Bjork.
Bjork?
Yeah.
Bjork is a musician.
Bjork is an Icelandic musician.
Yeah.
And a goddess.
Looks like we're protecting these citizens.
Right, I know. I like very nearly set them on fire, and then I had to aim elsewhere. It's like, whoops.
Did we lose our teammates?
Probably.
Oh, God.
And you know what? I get it. Ah! Oh, no.
What if our comms are hot and they're like, are they reading the patch notes like Batman and Catherine Hepburn?
What a bunch of goons.
Are we playing with Batman?
Are we playing with Batman? Well, it's so funny because I was talking to a couple folks who had early access, or journalists or whoever, and they were like, "Are you gonna mess with people like in the game? Like you're gonna get in there and you're gonna have your mic live and they're gonna be confused because they're gonna think it's the player talking to them?" And I was like, she really sounds a lot cooler than I do. Like I don't think anyone's gonna confuse my actual voice for this character.
Yeah, your microphone on PlayStation or Xbox might be not as good as the one in
right.
the studio.
First of all, yes, and then also I'm just a giggling silly willy, so it's not quite the same impression, I think.
Ooh, I got the challenge for combo. I'm also
I
hard getting
need to hover.
carried
What am I doing?
by you.
Why am I on the ground? This is
Yeah.
a question I just need to ask myself at regular intervals.
I stream after work, and somebody gave me the pro tip for the storm. ABF, always be flying.
Yes, always be flying.
Yeah, that
Very
is
simple.
probably one of the best tips I had
Very
for that
good.
particular class.
Okay. Yeah, because why not? You can. For God's sake.
They hover the longest out of all
Exactly.
the javelins.
Yeah. I'm gonna here look. We have two storms. One knows how to do it.
Thank you, Mark Medina, for not only letting us use your account, but also passing along those notes from the developer stream today.
Yes.
If you missed it, you can check it out later on Twitch. For now, though, stick around with us. Watch us do this contract.
Watch
real
us
quick.
be. Watch me learn this game.
Yeah,
Watch me learn.
You haven't had too much
See
time
spot
to play,
learn.
have you?
No. I played a couple. I played a couple of hours in the 2 open demos. But that's kind of it. I'm not a very quick game learner. I will learn eventually. If it's a game I really like, I will play it until I get very reasonably good at it. I mean, like I don't know how proud I'm supposed to be of this, but I beat Last of Us on Survivor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So like if I put in the hours, I will get good.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I think that's true about most
Thanks.
games.
Right, exactly. So which basically is just me saying I'm not good at games, but I am persistent.
Yeah, we're also getting a bit of your dialogue during this mission.
Are we really? What am I saying?
Forgot about that.
Probably like on
I'll
it.
see what I can't do the voice you did.
Be me.
I'm
Do your
male.
best me.
Yeah, so I don't think.
And I'll rate you.
Yeah. I'll see what I can do was the last
Right.
line that
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that my on it or like I'm on it on my way is my I should go. I think that like I need an I should go. I think that's it.
We're going upstairs up here.
Going upstairs.
I got another patch note for you
Verticality.
really quick.
Great.
Final boss of strongholds now drop loot instead of only being shown on the end of the expedition screen.
I also flew right into the wall.
Oh, dude, I
that.
love. It's a little bit humiliating just how long it takes you to recover from that, and I think that's a really nice design choice.
I hate it.
I'm like, you know what?
I
Fair
do
enough,
it
game.
far too often.
Me too.
It happens to me far too often.
Me too.
We're working our way.
Flying is fun.
Where's the next thing?
Transport. Oh, you know what? I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm on my way.
Remember the patch note that Batman told us about
That's
earlier.
right. Hey, Batman. I wish I had a Joker. That would be cool. Mark Hamill is another voice actor that I.
How would you? Well,
how would I do
You
Joker?
could do Harley Quinn.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could do a Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What should we do? Oh, where are we? Some enemies have had their shield values decreased.
Oh, nice. That's actually one of my favorite patch notes because these guys have ridiculous shields on some of the strongholds at higher levels. And strongholds are actually one of the best ways to farm for those masterworks I geared you up with. Good job on the res, by the way.
Danke. I didn't get killed in the process. That's my goal.
Yeah, you're res captain.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, you're doing great. I see everybody primed with ice damage.
I know.
What are you doing?
I will one day. Oh, come on.
Got that stealth shield almost down. Prime. And I'm almost there. I'm way under level to be doing this. Well, actually, it's only hard. We're not doing Grandmaster. I was doing Grandmaster 2 last night. So, hopping onto somebody else's account, not knowing where they're at, I'm like, am I going to be okay?
Yeah, sure. I had the same thought. I was like...
Mark's at a point where he has a build that's not my particular favorite, but it's decent. He has double detonator on with the only primer I have to, like, zip in melee and then quickly drop a grenade on them or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Ray. I finally heard Ray's voice.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, there's Ray. Hey, Ray.
Good. Now that you've finished, new work.
Is that Yarrow?
Yeah, who did Yarrow?
That's a really good question. I don't remember his name. That's funny. He was not one of the folks who was on the performance capture stage, so I didn't get to know him.
That's a bummer.
It is. I know. It's interesting. It's such a difference. Like I'm so close with those folks, and then the rest. I'm just lucky to hear. Sometimes Bioware is good about trying to give you as much as they can to use in the booth, and that whether that's directors feeding you lines, which is so helpful, or you get if someone has already recorded, you'll get to hear their dialogue. So every now and then I would get to hear Yarrow's dialogue and then respond to it, which is really nice. But I didn't get a chance to meet him.
Oh, so you would be prompted. That's sort of how they do it.
Yeah, so helpful, so good. Not everyone does.
No clues from these remains.
You can act without it, but it makes it much easier to act when you have it.
For sure.
Yeah.
We're
Acting is
inspecting the
reacting.
Yeah, basically, right?
That's
It's
what they say.
about throwing the baseball, bouncing off.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an analogy my dad used to do for conversations. You gotta give somebody something to bounce on.
For sure. That's what I was thinking about. That's again what my goal on PCAP performance capture stage is. Like again, I'm there to serve everybody else. I'm there to give them reactivity and like something to work with when they're acting into your first person camera face.
I am so weak in this fight. This one's gonna be all you, Sarah.
Is it?
Yeah,
That's
just keep priming and detonating.
Priming.
Use your ultimate with up on the D-pad. That you could probably
I
make
have
it
one.
right now.
I have
Yeah.
that. Let me get
Your
some
ultimate's
height.
up. Berserker has died. Our teammate.
Where is it?
I got him.
Where's
I got
the thingy?
If you ult.
Where's the freaking critter? Oh, okay. Which I can.
I'll get this guy. Hashtag wreck.
Come on now.
Oh. Looks like he's caught in that corner. Yeah, you're priming and detonating with your particular ultimate.
Okay, do you need more primers?
No, I got mine, and that should get him really close. He's really close. He's dead.
Nice.
He dead.
Nicely done.
He's done.
Bye.
Big miss on Bioware's part. There's no teabag mechanics, so I'll just clap, and I will do a slash for flare.
For raspberrying into the mic. But
I'm secretly 12 years old, so I follow.
Okay. Me too. Me too. Oh, hello. Hi.
Yeah, we got another legendary.
Ursix.
Oh,
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I am very squishy. If you get a moment,
just get some height. Well, whatever. What do you need? Oh, are you down?
I'm the dead guy.
You're the dead guy.
And you're
the dead one.
Making
Got it.
Oh,
right.
there. You're in the air, right?
Oh, I'm low.
Ooh,
on health.
yeah.
I need to.
Careful.
Here we go. Maybe
It's all right. We
enough
do
to
have
this?
teammates. You're good.
Just don't pay attention to me. Pay no attention to me.
Run away. Let's get a little bit of distance.
Okay. There you are. Hello, friend.
Out prime, so I can just hit him from back here. Actually, don't need to be that much in his face. Got a little bit of combo damage there. Chat, if you have any questions for Sarah about working on the Anthem franchise from Bioware and EA, let us know in the chat below. There was a live stream today about a lot of the improvements that they're working on for day one. It's your opportunity to ask about voice acting, anything you might want to know.
Yeah, anything at all.
I think I'm gonna. When Kevin Conroy stops doing Batman, I think I got a chance.
I love Kevin Conroy.
Oh, speaking of, here we go.
Vic's tyrant mind, so people that join the Stronghold in Progress do not end up locked away from their team.
I'm dying. I'm dead.
You're doing a lot, man. You're handling a lot right now.
He did not like my
right
VO.
on top of you.
He did not like my VO work
Oh my
one
goodness.
bit. Do not save me.
Right.
Just prime detonate. You got him. You got him. He's absolute.
Come on. Come on now. Let me change.
You're just joining us. We're joined by Sarah, I forgot how to say her last name.
Elmaleh.
Elmaleh. Sarah Elmaleh, who was the lead voice actress for the female protagonist in Anthem, along with many, many other roles. You were Katie in Gone Home.
Oh my God, he's so close. No, wait, maybe.
No. just kill him. I don't care.
Just kill him?
Yeah.
Where are you, dude? Throwing tantrums.
Yeah,
just
he's
chill.
done. If you can get him like primed and then detonate again with your lightning. There you go.
Okay,
you got him.
done.
Now you can get him.
Hello. Okay.
So this is a bug actually because I was down. I don't get loot from that particular
What?
character. That is being addressed
Oh.
in the next update. It's fine. It's Mark's account. Sorry, Mark.
Sorry, Mark.
No epics for you, sir. But yeah, that is definitely one of the more important bug fixes that I'm glad that they're addressing on day one. I think we'll just keep continuing into a few story missions for the remainder of the
Sweet. Sounds fun.
We're about halfway through. Checking chat to see if anybody had
What
some
up, chat?
questions. Hello on IGN. What about the Winky? Thank you. Appreciate it for watching over on IGN. That's a good thing. New patch in 6 hours. That is right, S. Kraut. Very, very excited to know that they are able to push these out so quickly. There was actually an issue where players were doing a chest farm route, and they had an incredibly fast response time within the day that it was announced. I would say hours after it had been largely publicized. They were like, yeah, that's gone. We fixed it. And that kind of response time is absolutely excellent.
I think that's, I mean, this is just my impression. And people are, I'm sure, will disagree. But me as a gamer watching them play and watching games change over the course of franchises, Mass Effect, Dragon Age, different, I mean, Dragon Age Inquisition to me is such a reflection of the feedback they got on Dragon Age 2. I mean, I think they care and they certainly listen.
Yeah.
That's how it feels to me. So, and that's one of the things I love about them.
Yeah. People have been largely critical about Anthem, a lot of the gameplay issues that are holding it back currently. And I have loved seeing Bioware be totally transparent about how they're going to address them. These patch notes, I wrote down several. It's 3 pages long. Yeah. And that is just their first patch. And they did a stream today addressing some of the cosmetic questions that players had. And I do like that.
They must be so tired over there, those sweeties. They're working hard.
They're putting in a lot of hours.
They are, yeah.
Sure.
Am I starting Expedition?
So I jumped into...
Oh, right. Is this the new...
This is the new launch bay.
My gosh. I know. This is new.
You can access, if you want to get some of the loot, that you can go on another expedition up there. You can customize your javelin, which is actually what I want to do. I want to go into the forge.
Yeah.
And it's a little space where you can actually interact with other players.
I love that.
They have some chat
That was
mechanics
based on
in there
feedback.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Destiny sort of has that with the,
and we have fun with it.
Tower. And,
yeah.
And yeah, I do appreciate that they added
Me
that.
too. Yeah.
I also unlocked new components. Mark had stuff. I'm going to put better stuff on.
Yeah.
Advanced circuitry, that is a melee component. Yeah, increasing melee damage by 30%, so we can go ahead and add that one.
Sweet.
We can get rid of some of these lower ones. Give them some better grenade stuff. That armor augment is definitely good. Keep that shield reinforcement on.
So can you actually, and this is a side, but this is just me asking as a player wanting to know this. Like, is there a high level overview of what are priming abilities and what are detonating ones?
I'll show you right now. So,
Sick.
So right now we can see what Mark has available. So you can see this pulse blast that has an explosion marker on the left-hand side. That means it's a detonator, right?
Cool.
This does blast damage. Blast damage is just...
But doesn't detonate.
Larger damage. And this one also doesn't detonate. But Spark Beam is really good at tearing down shields.
Okay.
But if you're just looking to utilize the combo system,
right,
pulse blast is a detonator.
Nice.
And then down here on grenades, we have frost grenade. You see the circle?
Yeah.
It's like a circle with a solid circle in the middle. That means it's a primer.
Sweet.
And frag grenade I actually love. It's an excellent
me too.
detonator. But
Sweet.
I would love to have a primer in my assault launcher spot.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
what I like about the Rangers. I feel like the self-sufficiency of being able to set up and set off your own combos is nice.
For sure. It's great. That's actually why I like the class too.
Hey.
One of my favorite snipers is the Devastator. It does large explosive damage. I'm going to go ahead and get that equipped. Get that bad boy on my loadout. And then sport gear, you have Bulwark Point, which is it just kind of gives you a shield. It gives you a chance to survive. You also have Muster Point, which increases your damage output.
Right.
And this one is actually a pretty good roll for a lower level piece of gear. It deploys
20% is...
Yeah. Gives you 20% buff. It also stacks if you run with a bunch of Rangers.
Oh.
It stacks up to 4 times, which was really fun to do when I was messing around in the demo.
That's cool.
And this one also increases your Q damage. That's why I said it was a good roll.
But Q damage?
Yeah, so like your grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on keyboard and mouse. So.
Oh, I was like,
yeah.
What? Okay.
What we got here? Pulse blast. I'm gonna craft a seeking missile. Sorry, Mark. Can't do it anymore. I want my seeking missile detonator.
It's such a fancy screen. That screen is so fancy.
The
so
unlock.
Yeah, yeah.
I do
fun.
like it.
Me too.
Yeah. So we had pulse blast. It is a rare. It has some. Oh man. You know what?
See.
Maybe I crafted that for nothing. Sorry, Mark. It increases my grenade damage again. So now we have some grenade damage buffs there.
Very nice.
All right. I think I'm pretty kitted out. Again.
Sweet.
Here's the visual.
Oh, you got a new chest.
Stuff.
Fancy chest.
This is the Legion of Dawn legs and armor.
Nice.
That's again. You know,
yeah.
I'm gonna put on the legs. I like the legs a little bit more.
Sweet.
For Mark's particular loadout.
Mm.
He chose like this weird rust red.
So judgy.
And his wear state is also
Judgy.
weird.
Maybe
Mark,
it's blood. You
what
don't
are
know.
you doing? There, I'm gonna make him
very
look
hardened female freelancer.
He looks more Iron Man-y.
My brother, the first thing my brother did in the demo was to make an Iron Man suit.
I think most people.
I think that, and I was like, you and everybody
I want
else.
Iron Man.
Yeah, because how could you not? Of course you want Iron Man.
Let's see if we
waiting
have...
on me. No, wait. Do I need to start? We haven't started anything.
No, I'm doing dumb.
It's these other fellows.
Preparing. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go back to Fort Tarsus.
Cool.
Maybe we can go for another dialogue thing. Not seeing any questions in the chat, but if you have any questions, feel free to add them. Or we're just going to play the game.
We're just going to play the game and hang out.
Thank you for joining us,
yeah.
regardless. Thank you for coming all the way to IGN
thank you.
again.
My pleasure.
Yeah. And
do we have more patch notes?
Yeah, we have a few more. Do you want to do like
Who
one
was I
more
gonna
each?
pick? There was some. I feel like
There's some more over here.
All right.
If you want one of those.
I feel like Batman voice made me think of pirate voice. So where? Let's see here.
Final boss of strongholds now drop loot instead of only being shown on the end of the expedition screen.
That's actually a very important patch note because right now it just kind of goes into your inventory and you only get like one. So I'm very happy about that one, and I really liked your read.
Thanks, man. I love like guidelines, like Jeffrey Rush's pirate. Was it Barbarossa? His character name?
I don't know.
From Pirates of the Caribbean. It's just one of the. There are a couple characters in there that are just epic creations for all time. Jeffrey Rush is having. I love watching actors have fun. Not too much fun. Sometimes actors have too much fun, and you're like, I need to. The viewer should be having more fun.
Mm-hmm.
But Jeffrey Rush having so much fun in that movie is a delight, and anything Frances McDormand does is her having fun, and I love it. Anyway, side little actor nerd sidebar.
Wait, you're not. How am I starting this?
How are you starting?
Hold Y once.
Sorry. Did it just? Is it going to boot me?
Is
it going to boot me and replace me with someone else?
No,
is that what's going to happen?
I think it's just going to bring you in because it's already launching.
Great.
All right, we did it.
Thank you, game, for knowing what needed to happen.
Everyone.
Hoo-wee.
Thank you, Spider-Man Parker. Appreciate the kind words that you say. They said you guys are awesome.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of you. Spider-Man is my favorite hero.
What's your favorite Mass Effect? You said you're a big Bioware fan.
Yeah.
Do
two.
You have one? Two. So mine is one solely for the story.
The A-plot's really strong in one.
I love the tale of Saren.
Yeah, Saren's great.
And there was a book that came up before it about Captain Anderson and Saren's relationship and how Saren kind of ends up betraying him.
Yeah.
And it's really cool the depth that particular lore Mass Effect 1 too.
Yeah, Saren is fantastic, and he's voiced by Fred Tatasciore, who usually gets paid to do like beastie voices, like he's Hulk, he's Rhino and Spider-Man, like that big burly like beefy dude, and then he has this really thoughtful silky villain in Mass Effect, and I was like, wow, geez Fred. Really lovely work. I could geek out on, we could just talk about the voiceover in Mass Effect or Dragon Age all day.
Yeah, and you said you were talking about Hale earlier and her work on the series.
Yeah, Alex Wilton Regan as the Inquisitor I thought did beautiful work too, as far as player characters.
Hale was in 1 also, right?
What?
Hale was in Mass Effect 1. Right?
Oh yeah, from the beginning.
I think her best work definitely was by 3. She really came into the character.
That finale and with Anderson and everybody. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm not paying attention.
Right.
Yeah, no, that was the reason that I wanted to be at the agency that I'm at, because it just had this disproportionate number of all my favorite voice actors in games and performances in games that had meant so much to me. And the funny part about that is that I would every now and then I would run into my BioWare romances, like people who'd voiced my BioWare.
Really?
It was so awkward. It was so funny. I was at the holiday party once, and Greg Ellis.
Where's this story?
No, it's not like every other holiday party story.
Yeah.
No, but I saw Greg Ellis, who voices Cullen.
Okay.
And like I went over and I was like, you know what? All right, like I just need to get my bearings. Like I'm gonna eat a profiterole and think about what I want to say and like how I'm gonna have like a cool natural intro. But I couldn't come up with one, so I ate like 5 profiteroles and walked away. It was really
smooth.
So smooth. So smooth.
It's like, hey, I romanced you.
I made you have sex with. Cullen was a particularly fun one. Someone was just pointing out that, or just as a timeline for me, because someone was pointing out that Inquisition came out maybe 5 years ago, and then maybe Origins came out 10 or something.
Oh, wow.
And so me just thinking about where I was in my life in those moments was really wild, and like gratitude. And because like I started, you know how you can edit. Did you play Dragon Age?
I played the first one a little bit.
Doing
a
well.
little
I need
bit.
to take care of myself.
Fine.
So you can, if you start a lady mage, you can, you might discover that Cullen has a little crush on you.
Oh.
But you don't get to act on it, in that game. So then there's like all this unfinished business. At that time, I was like in Brooklyn, playing on this like 3-foot deep RCA TV and like a bedbug infested mattress, like living in an apartment with like 8 people. Ooh, something happened. And like romancing or like having a little crush, like unrequited thing with this character.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think 5 years later, I had just driven across country to be here. I remember playing Dragon Age in Kansas in the middle of like a hailstorm. And I was so stressed out, and I was worried about crashing my car. And I found an Airbnb and like dragged the Campari out of my trunk and Dragon Age, and like had Cullen take care of me. and then now being here, I don't know. It's just trippy. So just in terms of like romances, Cullen, all these things are like huge. Bioware has been such a huge part of landmark moments in my life and taking care of me in moments in my life when I needed a game to just kind of be cozy and sweet.
Yeah, this is a studio. They're probably personally one of my favorite studios. I'm glad I'm not on the review. I think I reviewed Mass Effect Leviathan back in the day for Mass Effect 3, which I actually enjoyed. I thought it did a lot
enjoyed 3
for the Reapers.
I enjoyed 3.
Yeah. Leviathan was where we finally got to meet the I don't remember what they were called, but they were basically what eventually became the Reapers, but they were alive still somehow.
Right.
It was really, really interesting. It really,
I need to
fleshed
get in
out
the
the
air.
lore.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get the
I had a lot of fun
arcane
with 3.
runes.
Oh no.
What was the hardest decision for you making 3? Did you kill Morden?
Ooh, I'm not good. Huh?
Did you kill Morden in 3?
I am trying to remember if I was a cheat and figured out how not to. No, that was in the suicide. I definitely cheated and looked up how to save him in the suicide missions in 2.
Oh, in 2.
Because it was hard.
Oh, you're dead. That's not good.
I'm dead. I'm totally dead. I whiffed it.
I have muster on. That's not.
I think I did. I must have killed Morden in 3, or he killed. He made his decision.
You killed the scientist Solarian in 3?
Let me remember this.
Why?
I know he died. I'm pretty sure he died.
All right. Well, the stream's over.
No, I mean, I didn't kill him. Like, he makes
died.
that decision.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I would never murder him. I could never.
It had to be me.
Oh,
Somebody else would have gotten it wrong. That's the line. And it still kills me.
Oh my god, dude.
It still kills me.
Blessed, sweet, musical, loving man.
It's taking on an enforcer. I got the last arcane rune. Chat, what's your favorite Bioware line of all time?
That's a
How
great
did this turn
question.
into a Mass Effect stream? Easy. We love Mass
Easy,
Effect.
because
and we
this
like
is
Bioware.
what we're here for.
Yeah.
Because
talking about
this
games
is why
we
we're
like.
interested in Anthem and why I'm so excited to be a part of it. Because I love these games very much. Oh, and I'm just not the best at them all the time. That's a thing.
That's
all right.
I'm gonna go hide in this corner. That's my pro MVP strat, everybody. Oh, I have a Devastator. What am I doing? Yeah, I'll do 5,000 crit damage. Thank you very much. He did.
Oops, hello. No shield. Yeep. Yeah, I love those games. I love those games so much.
I think the strongest thing Anthem has going for it is the combat mechanics. All things considered, like they have some really, really fun stuff going on here. And when you get into the high level play, I really wish I could show off chat the gear that I put on you, because I'm so excited about the gun. I put a tweet out yesterday, and I was like, "Oh my god, this gun is amazing." And it wasn't until I started playing on really, really late game stuff that I started getting truly interesting gear that does some cool stuff. I'm hurt. Rip.
I think that's what's fun is that, like, to me, as a gamer, I saw hints of what this would be in Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, and that's why I was so excited.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I hadn't really, playing Mass Effect, I hadn't paid attention to the combat much at all until that point. Even though I'd been playing, I have 3 femsheps over the course of all 3 games, you know, so just so I could do all the different options and romance different people.
I did male sheps. I get a lot of crap for this, but I never played as femshep because it's Mark Mir does the male, right?
Yeah. And he also loves games, I believe, in Bioware. If I'm not mistaken.
I think he cosplay as Shepard once.
Yeah. He seems really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, with the New Game Plus stuff, I just kind of got locked into the male protagonist and never did Hale. I still
unless you're like me and you have 3 different playthroughs, guy.
I do need to do it.
She's just awesome.
Every few years, being a fan of the Mass Effect franchise as I am, I play through the series again.
Yeah,
I'll play through 1, 2,
lovely.
and 3. I can skip a lot of the quests that I didn't like as much. So,
I haven't played. I feel like I've replayed more. What is happening? What is this?
So this is like some
we're in?
sort of trippy thing. We got to go collect all of the orbs basically floating in the air.
Oh. Press thing. Well, I don't want to activate my ultimate. I just want to take. What am I supposed to do? Look at this?
Oh, you're really collecting the orbs.
Yeah, like
we
what?
got them. We're good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I'm activating? All right. I don't know.
Yeah,
sure.
we have to stand on the platform. You
Here
were
we
just
go.
getting the objective ready.
I was just ahead of the game?
Yeah.
I guess.
Those MVP strats.
Yeah.
That's what was going on.
Yeah, sure. Oh, good. Come here. What gun am I using?
Good primer.
Yeah. I remember to.
Hey, Clay. Hi, Clay.
Clay?
Yeah, Clay is somebody that watches my streams a lot. And he actually watched when I played through Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, and I killed Legion. I just said...
Oh, no! Legion, sweet baby.
Why are you not locking on to anything?
Oh, sweet, lovely AI baby.
He had it coming.
What?
He's not even sentient. He's not real.
Isn't he? Isn't he, though?
Are you pushing me because you're mad?
I was trying to fight the man. Sorry.
It's okay.
I would never. I'm professional. Freelancers don't sandbag other freelancers just because they have personal disagreements. We did it.
Completed. We did it again. We got uncommon talent. The trophy.
Sweet.
Bam. I think we should do a few more dialogue options in Fort Tarsus.
Okay.
We've done 2 contracts. I want to hear more.
We're
of
being
your
very
work.
productive. Surprisingly productive.
Let me see. Did I miss any questions that we wrote down today that we're going to talk about? What was your break-in role? I never asked that one. Like, what was the one where you're like, oh my God. I got a job, like, doing this for real.
Oh, I got a job for real?
Yeah.
Well, there's, like, any way of looking at it. Like, my first job was that. My first job was, like, a little, like, was it Newsgrounds? Or is it Newgrounds?
Newgrounds? I remember that site.
Newgrounds,
a lot of animation.
Flash game was, like, my big, oh my God, I'm in video games moment. Like, it was, so there was that. So that was one metric. I think working with Dave Gilbert at Wadjet Eye Games, if we have any adventure game fans in the, like, nerds in the chat. Yeah. That was really, like, a game that people, at least, I think Gemini Rue was in IGF. And so there was, like, it was something that was reasonable, some people played. And so that was one metric.
You're getting
so
much good loot.
Am I getting so much good loot?
And
I'm just not really like, be
screen,
excited.
And I'm like, oh, good. I don't have to work on my store now. Yeah.
So Gemini Rue was a big deal. Gone Home, there's...
So Gone Home,
oh my God,
it came out later, but like when you did the VO, did you have any idea that it would be celebrated as much as it was?
I knew it was special. I knew it was special because of the writing. I knew that what the story that it was telling was unique, and that the way, the naturalism of the dialogue and just sort of I knew that what it was doing was something special, and that I really very much was thrilled to be a part of it. So I knew that. I didn't know that it would be like, I thought people would recognize that, but I didn't think it would be like referred to as a genre unto its own or something. Like, you know, I didn't think that it would kind of kick off that it would be seminal.
Yeah.
But I'm very proud to be involved in that game at all. Yeah.
It was cool. I really like playing through it. I had no context for what it was when I went in and played, and then you kind of think it's going to be a scary game,
yeah,
right?
You do.
And then you're like, oh, it's not. It's just about this person's journey through just a life situation, and it was really awesome.
Yeah.
It was a really, really special game.
It's as scary as being in your house late at night with no lights and no people,
right?
Which is kind of scary, you know.
Do you remember this particular character?
Who are you?
He's sort of the weird, quirky guy. I think it's the voice of a guy who works on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, is this Neeson?
Yes, this is Neeson. So
I've never seen Neeson.
I'm going to give you the headphones again.
Please, because I haven't heard his work yet. Oh my God, I'm
dying.
dying.
You get to hear your role with Neeson.
This. I'm so excited. There's so many huge, exciting casting choices in this game.
Yeah, there's some really fun ones. This was a fan favorite as I was playing through the campaign over the weekend.
Hey,
so,
good to see you. You're a freelancer, right?
I think you knew that.
I never assume. Like, I'm a laundryman now, right? But not very long ago, I was a cleaning guy. I figured you were like me, always on the move.
We're not that alike.
Sure so mean. Anyway, you know Yarrow, right?
Is this the first time we're talking to him?
Sure.
I think it's probably been a while.
Think you know,
okay.
But
maybe second.
Did you hear about him and the Tesla?
I don't have time for this, or should I listen?
We should listen to this.
All right.
That's what we're doing today.
No, but I have a feeling you're going to tell me.
Yes. So, I guess a long time ago, he was guarding some families, and a kid got too close to a Tesla burrow. It all happened so fast that to save the child's life, Yarrow had no choice but to choke the Tesla to death with his bare hands.
But Teslars emit an electrical charge. Yarrow would have at least been knocked out.
Yeah, but I guess he held on, even though he was unconscious.
Why wasn't he in his javelin?
I think it was really hot out.
Javelins compensate for temperatures.
You know, you're wrecking this story, right?
I was just trying to understand how he did it.
Trust me, he did it, okay? That's why he talks so funny.
He does?
Yeah. Have you ever talked to him?
Yes.
You have? I tried to once, but he was too busy. Hey, do you have time for lunch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, of course I'm
No.
busy.
No.
All right, I'll see you around.
Oh my God, what a funny boy.
Yeah.
What a funny boy. I'm just trying to remember because the Neeson arc is just a balance of how fed up you are with him. So I'm trying I'm like really curious where that is in the timeline.
Oh, it goes to some interesting places.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
Yeah.
We got some more conversation.
He's funny.
Oh, let's go talk to Prindle Branch.
Prindle Blatch.
This gentleman keeps the area clean, and he does not mess around with anybody doing any dirty work.
Shenanigans.
Thank you.
For what?
For stepping close so you don't impede foot traffic.
You were off to the side.
He's very particular about foot traffic.
My apologies.
And cable
I
management
assumed you would
and water.
recognize me from one of my public
Someone has to
safety
care about
forums.
infrastructure.
Sorry, I was not aware those were happening.
My name is Prindle Blatch, and I'm the fort custodian. I
Right.
maintain and improve all public works and spaces.
Sounds like a big job.
It's enormous. I'm seeking public input on an initiative to improve life in Fort Tarsus. Would you care to take part?
Are you going to help him?
I am. Here's the thing. I
You
always
don't
play
know
as
where
Paragon.
this character
I always
goes.
play Paragon.
All
Like
right.
that's just kind of, I have 3 so I can inch toward Renegade,
Yeah.
but I start with
All right, so you do the positive.
I might.
Excellent. Please answer the following questions. Do you A, believe the fort needs immediate improvements to function more efficiently? Or B, recognize the fort has glaring inefficiencies that must be
my man?
corrected?
Aren't those statements both the same?
No. One suggests immediate
They're
action,
very different.
and the other
Super
identifies
different.
issues, then proposes solutions.
I'm not sure the fort wants to change.
The fort must change. It's unsafe in so many ways. Take the walking issue, for
the
example.
walking
Did you
issue.
say walking?
Yes.
Yeah.
People walk and stop wherever they please. This causes stoppages, bumping, and even
Stoppages.
pedestrian rage.
Stoppages.
I'm proposing we implement lanes and foot traffic rules of way.
Makes sense in theory.
I guess it would make walking here more efficient.
It will. It's just a matter of applying rewards and punishment to ensure
gonna go with
compliance.
him.
This guy is
There
so
will be
intense.
some
You're
resistance,
intense,
but I've
dude.
run into that before.
Where at?
The fountain in the courtyard.
I'm
People
gonna
said we
spoil
didn't
something
need
for
it,
chat.
but now I'm spearheading
After
the campaign
this.
to restore it.
How does a fountain make the fort more efficient?
The fountain creates a meeting place and instills pride in the community.
Okay.
Happy people are more productive.
Is the fountain working?
Did you work with
Not
this
at the
person?
moment.
No,
That's a
any of
piping
these,
issue.
Yeah.
It was
any
nice
of these
chatting with
scenes,
you. I'm off to a
I'm not
meeting
getting a
regarding
chance to
proper
work with.
personal equipment in the forge area.
So you
It's
work
all
that
booth.
line.
Thank you.
It's all booth.
It's
Yeah, I've
not
never heard
easy
this dude.
keeping this forge safe.
I like it. I can hear the passion in his voice. The care.
He's real goofy.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, if it's a cutscene, if it's clearly kind of signaled as a cutscene, then I did get to do it on the PCAP stage.
Oh, nice.
But if not, then I was in a booth and maybe I got to hear some lines from it, or maybe it was just my director. So this is like all new to me, and it's also like 2 in a row. Like it takes 2 seconds.
Digging in there anyway.
He's back.
Neeson, what?
Hey, good to see you again.
Let's do one more.
You know,
Neeson.
you're one of
Dude's
the
weird.
only people here I can really talk to.
Then we'll go on
That's
another
nice.
adventure in
I
a
guess.
robot suit.
Yeah, feels good.
That's nice,
Hey,
I guess.
Have you heard anything about this Tassin lady?
What have you heard?
Nothing. That's why I'm asking you. I had a little run-in with her.
Ugh, don't say it like that, man.
Are you serious? What happened?
Okay, so she's walking by, right? And I think, hey,
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to buy this
He's
lady
straight
a
up
drink.
creep.
He's so
But she
funny.
says no.
She
But
says no.
You know me, right?
Yeah.
Am I gonna take no for an answer?
No.
I was
That's
like,
right.
dude,
So I
no.
asked her
You just
again,
leave her
only
alone.
this time with more charm.
How did she respond?
So she says, in a real quiet voice, if you don't get out of my way, you are going to regret this.
And?
I did regret it. I was just about to compliment her, and then I woke up with some people looking down.
may have knocked him out. She may have
He's
knocked him out.
great.
Pretty rude of her to knock me out, huh?
She did warn you. Plus, how do you know it was her?
I don't, for sure, but I do remember her counting 3, 2,
He's so oblivious.
one.
He's so oblivious.
and then blackness. That was it. So my hunch
But the thing is, like, he
it
could
was
do
her.
that if he weren't
Hey,
so oblivious.
what are you up
It
to
would
right
be
now?
straight up
Quite a bit.
creepy,
I'm
gross.
very busy.
Yeah.
But he's so
Ow,
out of
too
touch
bad.
that like it kind
I
of
was
makes it a
hoping we
little
could
more
hang out.
That's what I
Like,
figured.
all
endearing.
right.
See?
Still weirdo.
You get me.
The total, yeah.
Later, freelancer.
Bye, buddy.
But by the end of all the conversation options,
Yeah.
the character's just like, yeah, dude, like, stop talking to me.
Stop it. Just stop, man. You've got so much work to do on yourself.
What do we have here? Ooh, we actually have the second Temple of the Scar. So this one, I'm actually not going to do on hard.
Just be ready.
Because it's not my character. So we'll just do it on normal. Still get some decent loot at the
Sweet.
level that the character I'm playing
Normal
on
is
You're joining a
just
mission
fine.
you have not completed yet. Oh, yeah.
I'm so pleased with Neeson. That's so fun. That's the thing. A lot of there's the cutscene A-plot stuff, and that's like tends to have a little more gravity to it. I mean, not in all cases actually. There's some really cute Owen stuff, and actually with everybody, but but all the side stuff. Even though I didn't get to act with other actors, like it just felt so Bioware to me. It's just like we're in these goofy convos with silly people or sweet people or people trying their best, and like that was that booth for booth voiceover. It was just so. It was really fun, and I felt like I got to be very natural, or I was trying to be as just sort of natural as possible. And we were just talking about people's concerns in their lives, and it was really enjoyable.
Did you get to hear any of the radio dramas?
I haven't heard any of the radio dramas yet.
Oh,
And
really?
radio drama is like,
Yeah.
speaking of how I got into voiceover, like I got into voiceover doing radio dramas in college, and I actually adapted The Curse of Monkey Island into a radio drama
really?
in college. Yeah. So radio drama was the first time I was like, just your voice is so cool. I can voice things that I don't look anything like. Like that's so amazing. So I cannot wait to hear the in-game radio dramas.
Real quick, this will be really tricky if I don't have my headphones.
Oh, you need your
If I
headphones?
could snag those for me.
Swapsies.
Sorry, teammates. It's all right. They'll
Sorry,
teleport
everybody.
us.
Sorry, folks.
They don't mind. They're cool.
Searching for server? No.
It's going to teleport you towards.
I'm sure it will.
Oh, no. You might
Just give me a quick scoot. Oh, here we go.
Worst case, it'll just. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it'll do what it needs to do. Here we are.
I
I'm
am
here, though. I'm
very-
here. I'm right here.
Just prime the turret. Yeah, that's one of those things that are going to be a little bit more forgiving. All right, I'll work on ads. You guys can work on turrets.
Oh, turrets. Okay.
Get it done.
Seems fair.
Well, you guys can actually take damage. I'm much more squiffy. Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Sorry, chat. Get my game face on.
Okay, one turret down.
Let's go
We
up
have a
here.
friendo down.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Builds character.
He'll learn.
That's what Kelvin's dad always said in Kelvin Hobbes. Phil's character.
I don't know if this is the best use.
You're doing great.
I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, nice. And
There
it's
we go.
dead.
There we go.
Now we gotta pick up. Oh,
Hi,
we
Ray.
gotta shoot the alarms.
I'll destroy the alarms.
Ooh.
I did do a lot of mimicking Faye on set, and she did her funny Valley Girl American accent too.
Who?
Rochelle, who plays Faye.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. She's a delight.
Faye. I really like Faye a lot, actually.
There's some really
I like
lovely
Celeste
scenes with
Handel.
Faye that were really special.
Oh yeah.
To me.
Yeah, there's one. Well, I don't want to check in.
Yeah, no
experience
spoilers.
themselves, yeah. That's the last one.
We couldn't have that.
Dead.
Nice. The melee are storms supposed to have a really strong melee?
Storm's melee are by default a detonator, so your ice
Nice.
shards are your primer.
Yeah, and then you just
lightning's
punch 'em.
detonator.
Got it.
And lightning also tears through shield, so if
Good
you're
to
hitting
right,
those shielded
that
enemies.
follows. That makes sense.
For me, I got to run in and punch everybody, because that's the only primer I have. Oh, nice. Nicely done. Woo, okay, I'm going to go. I'm the squishy one in this scenario. Oh, he dead.
Come on, dude. Just be dead.
All right, I
Okay.
think we're to the next portion. Pick up some bombs.
You're so diplomatic. You're like, I think we've moved on. We're ahead of you. Okay. Oh, man.
I got this guy.
Ooh, I just had a life moment.
Oh, yeah.
I did. Here I am on this lovely live stream playing a game that I'm in. What is happening? This is what I keep worrying about with this game is I spend a lot of time, keep trying. I was nervous, like I said, but I was really trying to show up on set and just bring my work ethic and bring my focus and just allow my entire attention to just be on doing the job well and being with these people. And I kind of kept the life part of it, the bucket, the sort of big bucket list deal out of it, kind of separate. And I still haven't quite absorbed it yet. So every now and then it'll hit me and I'll go cross-eyed and fall over. And it's like,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, if I was a main character in any video game,
what?
I would be like, hey, this is pretty awesome.
It's pretty cool. Oh no. All right, no, we're gonna keep it together. We have a job to do.
We gotta take out the
We
bad
gotta
man.
take out all the people.
Oh boy. I'm just gonna go for the,
Is that
the
Sev?
grabs.
Oh, he's a nice
Where am
wind
I
wall.
bringing
Maybe I should stay behind your nice wind wall. Do abilities go through wind wall?
Yours do, theirs don't.
Oh, okay.
I think there's a bug where one of them do, but that's being addressed.
I see.
Oh boy. What sort of do you do any warm-ups or practice
Yeah.
or anything before
Heck
you
yeah.
go?
Yeah,
What do
dude.
you do?
It's so funny because when I was just starting out, and I did do a little. Ray and I both actually went to the same conservatory, different semesters or years, but in Britain, and they
In
did
Britain?
really in Britain, Great
Wow.
Britain. We went to the British American Drama Academy, which was great. And they taught us really theater-oriented warm-ups for your voice and your body and everything. And I was so I did it and I was in it to win it, but I remember it took me a second because I was so pretentious. I was like, ugh, warm-ups, just nerdy people who are just being really pretentious about their process do warm-ups. And now, certainly for Game Voiceover, I'm like, no, it's pretentious and ridiculous to not do a warm-up. It's really, it's naive and arrogant to think that you don't need to warm up your body and your instrument. You'll hurt yourself. So because you're yelling, it's hard. Can be. So I have a karaoke playlist in my car.
Oh, nice.
And I will do this thing called straw phonation, which is just a fancy word for literally humming through. I use a little coffee stirrer straw.
Oh, really?
Don't hate me. I know straws are bad, but yeah, it's a little a little coffee stirrer straw, and you just sort of buzz it, almost like it's a kazoo, and that vibrates back on your vocal cords and kind of gets them resonating and warm. And so it's very, very gentle. You're not yelling and projecting, but it does get your system kind of warmed up and GUI, and it's really useful. It's actually very effective. And then I'll just sing the songs too, but gently. It's always funny because I do have
cool.
Rage Against the Machine in that mix, and I have to remember not to actually sing it full.
And you have a good musical taste.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, no, I have to like go easy on the Rage. But Rage, and then not actually. For emotionally, actually, I'll use songs to warm up too. I remember like Mad Max had come out sometime around recording For Honor, and so I just would listen to the Mad Max soundtrack and get really ragey and roidy, like in the car on the way to For Honor sessions. That's great. Me too, I think. I don't know why.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm like, aren't we fighting the big guy?
Aren't we doing it? We're doing it. Why is it mad? Yeah, that was fun. Every now and then I'd have like I find a theme song that really keys me into the mood for a project, and it's really exciting. Music is so powerful for that.
What Disney songs?
Disney songs.
Do you like the most?
Do I like the most? I'm a big fan of a lot of stuff in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah.
So good. I'll do the opening number any old time. What else? There's so many good Disney songs. Aladdin, One Jump is a really good warm-upper, or just any old time. What else?
I had the Moana soundtrack.
Yes.
In like autoplay for quite a while. I really liked Moana.
It's beautiful.
A lot.
It's beautiful. I remember that was that was like a charity incentive tier one year of Square Bowl, now Chocobowl, which is this charity live stream I was talking about.
Yeah.
Where we play.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. We every year during the big game, I guess we're not legally allowed to say Super Bowl.
The big game, not known as the Super Bowl.
No one has ever called it
We're
Super
not legally
Bowl.
allowed to call it the Super
Not
Bowl.
a
It is the
thing.
big game,
So
everybody.
You know this. You're aware of this. Yeah. So for that, we will play as a group a Japanese, JRPG straight through without stopping. So like if someone is on the couch, for 48 hours or whatever. And we do it we have charity incentives, like we'll sing songs, I'll say lines, people will draw, do character art, all kinds of fun stuff for charity. And every year it's a different charity. And it's a really sweet thing. So I'm pretty sure we did Moana last year.
Let me guess, you sang You're Welcome.
I think we did sing You're Welcome. And we also did, her lovely anthem.
Oh, that one's great.
Right?
That song's great.
It's very good.
That was definitely one of the ones on repeat.
Yeah, for sure.
For a while.
I remember it was my brother sent me this adorable video. He's like such a traditionally manly, masculine dude covered in tattoos, restores motorcycles, blah. And he sent me one year, or not 1 year, but he sent me one day this, him like warm, getting out of bed and like starting his day to Moana. And I was like so excited. I was like, Andy, you've never been better. He's great. I'm so excited to play this game with him.
Oh, you guys gonna do co-op?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. We did a little bit on the demo. And it was very fun. He's like, I have to play as a lady. I was like, Andy, if you don't, I will kill you.
You have to support me.
Yeah, I was like, look, you're my brother. Come on, man. Is that Batman? Batman's, you have to support me.
Yeah, Batman. Batman thinks he has to.
Yeah.
He's got your back.
Thanks, Batman. Mark Hamill. Coming back to voice actors because I could voice actor nerd out all day.
Yeah.
That was another just sort of in the course of like, growing up as a here we go, hello friend. I remember because I grew up loving Star Wars very, very much, and like I remember playing Full Throttle, and I grew up kind of snarky about Mark Hamill's performance in Star Wars. I thought he was
he in
Luke's
Full
kind of
Throttle? Mark Hamill?
Yes.
Really?
Oh my God, yes.
I probably should know that. I feel like I've heard that before, and it's been a while since anybody's brought up Full Throttle in my life.
You should go back and play Full Throttle because Mark Hamill is Rip Burger, and he has this deep. It's sort of like it's not totally a Joker. It's less like whimsical as the Joker, but like it's this deep, beefy villain. And I was like, what happened to Luke?
Yeah.
What's happening? And it was so exciting. It was really revelatory. I was like, look at this person. He's so. I have this totally other impression of him, and he's killing it. And I kind of think he, for a while I was like, he's clearly, a better voice actor than on-camera actor, whatever. Mm-hmm. And it was really eye-opening. I was like, this is mind-blowing. This person that I've known and loved in this other thing.
One role.
Yeah, totally different. It's the magic of this profession. And then actually I went back and kind of really changed my tune about, my snark about him as Luke, because if you watch the Yoda scenes, and we're doing a total sidebar, I'm sorry, but
it's fine.
We're just
playing the game, talking.
But yeah, like I remember rewatching Empire. I rewatched Empire every year for many years, and like I use it. I almost learn more about myself every time I do it than the movie. But watching those Yoda scenes on Dagobah, like there's so many things that come together to make this puppet believable and real. And this I think is getting to my point about voice acting is like part of it's the set, the cinematography, and Frank Oz, and this puppet is just this exceptional magical performance.
Who did the puppetry for Star Wars? Do you know?
I believe Frank Oz also did the puppetry and probably had some assistants and did the voice. I could be really wrong about that though. But a huge part of why Yoda works in those scenes is Mark's acting. He is there. Like, you wouldn't believe that this puppet is powerful and cool and badass if Mark wasn't selling it, if he wasn't afraid and intimidated and
annoyed,
listening, annoyed, all of these things. I mean, he gives life to this puppet is in his performance. And I think that's like kind of prefigures his gift as a voice actor. I think that's a voice actor's specialty and special talent is to do that. But I was really exciting and kind of touching to go back and watch one of my favorite movie and realize that it was all there in his performance, even, in 1980.
So did you get to work with Mark?
No, I've never worked with Mark.
No?
I have not. I
He's
think
just a really cool human being.
Yeah, I love his Twitter. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I love his Twitter.
Yeah.
His Twitter's great. Oh, hello, it's just Shinies. I've
Oh,
been transported to
I'm
Shinies.
dead.
You're dead?
Yeah, I died.
Oh no.
I was getting rocked by all the turrets.
Where are you?
Right below you, I think.
Okay.
You look down to the dead guy icon.
Dead guy icon?
Yeah.
Blinky dead guy.
Oh, I'm like really far behind you guys.
Is that it? Maybe I'm far behind you guys.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've got
Watch the
someone's
turrets.
locked down on me.
Yeah. You're good.
Okay. No,
Oh,
they're
boy.
everywhere.
I thought I was good there, so probably just
Frickin'
res me
God.
and leave immediately.
Yeah, I will. I will if I have.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Okay,
it.
yes.
And now run away like heroes.
Oh God. Into a wall.
I
All right,
did-
where are these turrets? What is happening?
It's up
Oh, I
here.
see it. I see it. Okay.
I'm just gonna hit it with.
Is it
my
Is it too far
base
away?
damage.
Might be too
Oh, that'll work.
All right. Well done. I have an
Thank
alt
you,
also.
Devastator Sniper.
Someone
Save it,
every
save
now
it.
and then yell at me to use my alt when I should.
You
I
definitely want to
I
save
tend
it.
to forget.
I think we can just progress. Yeah, we're getting teleported.
Sweet.
Oh, more turrets?
I'm having so much fun. Can I just say thank you so much for a delightful afternoon?
Yeah.
I'm like having such a nice time.
No problem. I'm having a good time too. Yeah, it's pretty cool to hang out with somebody that did some voice work on a game that I'm having a lot of fun with.
I'm a funny combo because I know some things about this game and then the rest of it is all new and I'm like a doe-eyed. I'm like, ooh, oh, what's happening?
So if they ever do a sequel,
Mm-hmm.
do you think you'll change anything about your performance?
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what
Depends on what the character goes.
Yeah,
through,
exactly.
maybe.
I would change it in accordance with her growth and what they want to see her become and what her relationships are like. And yeah, I don't know that I'm at a point where I'm like, what I want to be careful is because I'm very susceptible to feedback from people. It's
Yeah.
like not just trusting the creators and allowing them to synthesize whatever they think the direction it needs to be and not taking other stuff too hard.
Like whatever the character needs.
Yeah. Character first.
Ooh, I'm on fire.
If she suddenly becomes like super unlikable because that's going to do something really cool narratively, then I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
sure, man. Villains are fun. That's not. Please don't
honestly?
That's not an IGN scoop. Is like the Freelancer is a villain. That's not a thing that I said. Or no, that's not real.
They've written the
Yeah, like
trilogy
nope.
already?
No. They'll
Scoops?
assassinate me. Please don't. I want to keep working on this. That's the thing is, it was like so hard to keep this secret for 2 years.
Andrew, I got an exclusive right on the
No!
screen.
No!
Oh, sorry.
Garble it. I'm going to talk over it. I know nothing. Literally, we're having these
I'm just
combos, and I don't even remember anything, much less know new things. I remember reading that interview and being really struck by that, and it's what I've said before already about voice actors kind of getting minimal context, but also cutscenes I remember because there were people there. There's like a physical space we're embodying, and and
You're working
sometimes
on something together.
Yeah, like there's stimuli that kind of like help the memory set, and sometimes we would redo them or something. But like with booth voiceover, like these lines, I did 2 in a row. That takes like less than a second, 2 seconds, right? And then that's it. We're moving on. Like that's the pace we're moving at. So it's like, so like moments that I think will eventually, even when I play the game for myself, like become really special and kind of memorable. Like a lot of the times, like that represents this crazy 2-second flash of instinct in a booth with nothing else to kind of remember it by. Like, oh, that time I was in a booth? Sure.
Yeah.
You know? So I remember reading that Jennifer Hale didn't always remember all the lore. Like, people would ask her questions about the lore. She's like, honey, I've done like thousands of lines over years. I don't.
With it takes, retake.
Yeah. And it lasted 2 seconds in my brain. I didn't have like all this beautiful animation and all these other scene partners and all this stuff to, you know, this gameplay thing where I had just died and then I came back and I nailed the mission or whatever. Like, all these things help you remember stuff. And like in the booth, there's not a lot to kind of help it set.
So this guy, shoot him in the legs.
Shoot him in the legs.
When you're using your bullets, when you're using your powers, just nuke him.
Just get him.
That's kind of what your character does.
Yeah. Should I use my ult now?
Nope. Because right now we have to take down these big fans.
Ugh, these are big fans.
Yeah.
These are very big fans.
So we just need to shut them, and then he's going to become vulnerable
with stuff?
again.
We shut him with stuff or with a
the
switch?
guns. Ooh,
oh, okay.
Ow.
Hey, everything's happening. It's a party in here.
Yeah. What's going to happen is, if we take too long to do this, a lot of enemies are going to spawn.
That's no good. Okay. All right. So.
But we're doing okay.
How do we? So we shoot the fans.
I got him. All right, they're all down. That means we can damage the boss again. Ooh, boss really does not like me. And then once the armor breaks off, it has a crit spot like on the bottom of the foot. There we go.
Oh.
Ooh, boy.
Hello. Maybe I'll just.
Ow! He doesn't like me.
Oh, he doesn't like me either. We're so friendly.
Right,
Why
so
doesn't he like me?
Well, we're trying to murder him, so that could
pish
potentially be part of the reason why he's not enjoying our presence. Ooh,
like, it's just business, guy. Just business. I'm sure you're really nice.
Oh God.
I don't have a shield.
Oh, somebody took it down. All right, we're good to go again.
Oh, I need to heal. Or
he has a status effect, so it can be comboed.
He does.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Wow, I suppressed the swear word. I swear a lot, and managed not to.
Me too. I'm actually. I just had that one close call. I think. Right. I remember when I worked. Speaking of Full Throttle and For Honor and this game, I got to work with Chris Brown on For Honor, who is this voice director that I'd wanted to work with ever since. She's been with Tim Schafer forever and like literally 20 years, like on everything he's done and worked on the LucasArts adventure games and stuff. And she just gave me this treasure trove of like alt swears that are so darling. So if I'm saying like, oh, snacks or like Snickers or oh, fruit bar, like, frog, it's like, it's all Chris Brown. Like she just is full of these delightful substitutes that are extremely useful in cases like this.
What's the one they use in where they go to heck or whatever, and it's like, I'm trying to think of the name of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fork.
Oh, yeah, forking shirt balls.
Yeah, I love.
It's The Good Place, which is
The
fantastic.
Good Place. Really good show.
Good Place is great.
Fun show.
Very fun.
They have a lot of fun with. Ooh, I'm in the fan.
I don't know that I'm being extremely helpful right now. You're dead, huh?
I don't think you should.
You don't think I should?
Well, yeah, maybe just kill the bad guys first.
I'll try. Oh, come on.
If you can kill them.
If I can kill them, I can come.
You
and
can
help
get
you.
me.
Sounds good. It's a bargain.
Probably just shut the fan first.
Fan? Okay.
Oh, you have your ult. You could probably pop your ult.
All right.
Ooh, sniping the fan's a really smart idea, actually. Let's get all those bad men. Oh, I'm up. Somebody res me.
That's good.
Yep. I did a really dumb thing.
I don't know if that was even targeted properly.
We're doing okay.
And the ult gets my shields back up, eh?
Yeah, you're invulnerable during it, and you basically regain all your flight time and everything.
Stop shooting and moving.
There we go. I'm gonna ult this guy. Hopefully get some crit hits.
Come on now. I hate that. My evading is never effective. It just never actually unlocks someone from me.
Oh.
Somehow.
I'm just gonna stay in safe spaces because why am I getting?
It's good.
Oh, I don't have ammo.
All right.
Give me that ammo. Oh my goodness. Remember when I told you they're gonna spawn a lot of enemies if we don't kill this guy soon?
Yeah.
We're doing okay.
All right. I'm so glad you can keep track of anything. That's nice. That's cool.
I've been playing the game a lot. I really like looter shooters. So you got this, you got Division on the way, and I like sci-fi a little bit more. I'm a sucker for stuff like this. Big Destiny player. I'm gonna die.
I really enjoyed Destiny. I had so much fun. Yeah. I haven't played much. I haven't played 2, but and I joined Destiny 1 late. So actually,
really?
I missed the Dinklebot era, and I'm a little bummed actually.
Aw.
I love Nolan. Nolan is another voice actor that I adore. Obviously, I talked about Uncharted, but But I was kind of bummed. I like kind of wanted to hear it for myself. I feel like he left, and then everyone was like weirdly, they're like nostalgic about it. And they're like, oh,
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I'm bad.
For sure.
I'm bad. I'm dead.
You're bad? You're dead? Oh.
I'm bad and dead.
All right, well, I'm almost dead.
Do I get to watch people? Someone? Oh, hello.
That guy ulted, so... Ooh, the fans are back, and I'm standing in them again.
These fans.
You know, when you're running for your life and trying to survive,
Mm-hmm.
please have a shield. No, I'm dead.
Ooh, thank you, someone. Thank you, someone.
They're good. They're good.
Interrupted. Wait.
No, it's because he's getting shot by
Is he
all
getting
the...
dead, too?
We affectionately call those
We're
John
both dead.
Wicks. All right, we have one player up somewhere.
Who's John Wick?
All those Spider-Men.
Those scars?
The scars, yes.
Scars are John Wicks?
Yeah. When they do the bullet shooties.
Oh.
Somebody's still up. Oh, my goodness. Clutch res. Time
Who's
to
a hero?
run away. I'm going to try and get
Who's
you
a
guys.
hero? Be the hero that we need and not the one we deserve.
Got you. If I get close enough, your leg looked really funny there. And then you should not stay here.
Yee. Am I up? I'm up. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I got you.
Thank you.
I got you. You got my back. I got you.
Do I have any abilities? Oh my god, my shield is down again in seconds. This is not great.
John
Where
Wicks
is
are
safe?
really mad about their dog.
Yeah. Hey, it's a good dog. It's
Yeah.
a really good dog.
To be honest, we have it coming. All right, I think the fan's about to go.
God, their shields are not coming down
Fans
as
are
much
really, ooh,
as they
stun
had been
lock.
before. Oh god, I just thought I could walk back here for a minute. Okay.
All right,
Fans,
shield's
we have
down. We're good.
fans.
We're
Fans
good.
are down. Okay.
He's really close to dying also. Oh no. I'm out of ammo.
Are you out of ammo?
I needed to hide here. You're trying to kill this guy?
I'm trying to.
Let's team him.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm trying to just not. I'm mostly trying to
Oof.
not be dead. At this point,
Well, I got annihilated over there by that gentleman.
I should be higher, probably in the air. Maybe.
Careful.
I
careful.
don't know. There's no. Oh God. All right.
All right. The big boys are coming out.
Yeah.
Just shoot the boss. If you get
Yeah.
to a
I'm
fairly
gonna help
safe
you
spot,
if I can.
there is that guy near me, so good luck. Oh no, he left. He said peace out.
All right, boss, huh?
Yeah.
Do I have my ult? No, not yet.
I have 5 rounds left, so I desperately need ammo.
Gee.
Literally all I have is my abilities, so I'll do my best.
That's intense.
That's all any of us can do, really, in life.
It's true.
Our
Let's
best.
use our abilities. Do our best ability. Nope.
Oh, we did it.
We did
all
it?
right. And this boss actually does drop loot,
everybody.
which is a nice touch. The other bosses are getting that. Today at 5 p.m. apparently.
What is what?
All bosses drop loot at the end. I don't know when the cosmetic thing is happening. Very happy.
Thanks, Ray. Ray is so like sturdy and friendly.
A supporter.
Yeah.
Supporter about your initiatives in the field.
Mhm.
My favorite
Claps.
emote is the flare throw this far.
Mm-hmm.
They have a salute for your intro with that.
I really am like, I think developers really love it when voice actors say that they want to be part of stuff that, where I'm like I would do emotes, like get me on the peek out stage.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're like, yeah, okay, hon. Sure, babe.
What emote
do?
would you want to do to make sure it got into the game?
I think there's already, nothing specific, there's probably already like hours and hours of B-roll of me dancing like a real goof head. And
Yeah.
I think that that's kind of what I would want, is I would just want like, actually, you know what I would like
oh, wait,
is
no, do it again.
like
That's not bad. That's not bad.
What I really want is the like Brad Pitt. Have you ever seen Brad Pitt do like a yes? He does like
Oh,
a very
like,
particular fist pump. Just
Oh,
like, you know,
like,
it's
little
down,
lower.
it's low, it's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah,
Okay.
it was in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I remember just like it's like a walking action fist pump. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was just anything I would do would just be really awkward and not.
But that's what's great. Ooh.
You got me a masterwork.
Hey.
Oh, it's Papa Pump, but that's great. I
Is
already
Papa
had that
Pump
one.
not so good?
No, I mean
You just already have it.
the masterworks are like the hardest thing to get in the game right now.
Right.
So you can hit B and skip.
Yes.
Remember, she's playing on my account. She got me 2 masterworks.
Hey now.
Oh my God, you got me a legendary.
I'm a lucky charm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You got me Artina's Gambit. It is a sniper rifle that most balanced gun in its class. When reloading, detonates a combo explosion in the immediate area. My
Ooh,
first legendary.
When reloading?
Yeah.
It's a
So
light
like,
machine gun.
So like you shoot. Oh, it's an LMG?
Yeah.
So you reload it, and something will just explode.
It's
really cool.
So cool.
Can we get a high five for you unlocking stuff on my account?
Oh, that's a
Thank
bad high
you.
five. I
All
need
right,
to look at
a
your
little
elbow.
better. We're not allowed to high five anymore on this stream. Dan's telling me to stop doing that in the background. He's like, no, Destin, just stop.
Nope.
Anyway, legendary. That is
cool.
really great.
Yay!
Yeah. Let's go back to Fort Tarsus.
Okay.
We got about 9 minutes left.
Oh, okay.
So let's do one more dialogue thing. We'll go into free play and we'll kind of end it adventuring the world together.
Okay, cool. That sounds nice.
As you adventure the world together, chat, everybody watching live, I hope you'll check out Sarah's work in the various video games that we've all experienced together. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah.
Me too. Thank you for joining us. It's been so much fun. I hope you guys have fun with it.
It has been great. I'm glad I read up about you and got to see some of your work in your reel. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, it was cool. It was really fun playing.
Likewise. I had a great time.
Yeah. Let's go into free play and kill some people.
Word.
Let's do the murder together.
Let's do the murder.
I hope you all have a wonderful day. We're going to go kill people now.
We're going to go kill some people in a beautiful setting.
Yeah.
What could be better?
Loading in real quick.
I'm excited to get good at, and I mean, it's less important with Storm than other classes, but like I'm excited to get really good at using the terrain to kind of lengthen my jet cooldown.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically fly near the water.
Yeah.
That'll keep you cool. But as a Storm, you have a double hover time.
Storm, I'm fine.
So just hit the waterfalls when you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to main Storm?
That's a really good question. I think I'm going to start out focusing on my ranger.
Nice.
And then see how far that goes. And then, but I will probably like dip into Storm. I really expected to like Interceptor. I feel like I usually start with rogues in other kinds of RPGs.
Interceptor is very fast. You got to be running all over the place with that one.
Right. Yeah. So like I kind of expected that to be my jam, but these other classes are being really appealing right now. So I mean, I'll mess around with everything, but
cool. Cool. Yeah. Pick the one you like and start there and stick with it because you'll get the others eventually. 2, 8, 16, and 26 as your tutorial says as we load in to free play.
Cool.
All right.
Here we are. So we're on top of our Strider. Huh?
We did so well on that Nightfall. I feel confident going into hard difficulty.
Oh, no.
We're just going to walk around, see if we can find any world events.
It's so pretty up in here.
We have those pesky outlaws doing the bad things.
Come on, guys. Knock it off. For real.
Why you gotta be bad?
Why? Come on.
I'm the
Be part of the solution, not the problem.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. Diddly-diddly-dee. I've been hearing that these are not grabbits, but I've been hearing that people are killing grabbits and it makes me feel really weird. Like, why?
Oh, because they're evil.
What?
I kill grabbits periodically on purpose.
What? Should I kill
You
these
don't
outlaws?
know what they're doing.
That's all right. I mean, fair.
Wait, kind of ran away. I'll come up there with you.
No, it's okay. I wasn't sure they were like standing around and then I don't know that I
cannot believe my
might have
first
just killed
legendary
somebody.
was earned from a normal stronghold and I wasn't playing.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh, no.
You got me the legendary I wanted.
Oh, good.
Out of
Good.
like all the snipers.
Good. That's pretty amazing. Just reload your gun and things explode. That's kind of nice.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's real good.
Yeah. Whee! So many pretty colors and explosions.
I thought people wouldn't like Ranger that much.
Right,
I'm very
I
happy
know.
to see so many people use it because it was sort of like the
totally.
sort of labeled the tutorial class.
Right. It's what you start with. You figure it's going to be baby's first javelin, and that's all. But it's not. It's super fun.
It's really versatile. It's a good mix of all the archetypes.
Yeah.
And that's why I love it.
Me too.
I want this glow up. There you go. Just one more.
One left.
Is that Owen?
It's Faye.
It's who?
Faye.
Oh, I have a gentleman.
You have a gentleman?
I don't know who's. I think it's Owen.
Who's talking to you?
It's Owen. Yeah, there. I read the subtitles.
Is it cheeky?
I used my investigative
British
Batman
bloke?
skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You looked at the bullet.
Yeah.
You did the forensics. And
Yeah.
you figured out it was.
I used my bat vision.
Yeah.
Let me use my investigative journalism.
Yeah.
To figure out who's talking to me.
To
in
look
this
at the
video game.
footprint trail. I'm impressed.
Rocking Salute, Scar.
Yeah.
So is this? Yeah, we ran into forward. This isn't just a random thing, is it? It's an actual world event.
I don't know. I'm not really like any larger context to what's happening is completely lost on me.
I know.
I just see red shinies and I shoot them.
Yeah, just kill the bad guy.
Yeah, that's all I
That's all we're
can
doing,
really internalize.
I'm just getting Mark a little bit of loot on his character, helping him out a little bit.
It's all about like we're just helping each other out left and right.
Oh boy.
Okay,
There we
what,
go, got
dude?
the combo.
Get out of here.
And he did.
You also have a shield?
We got a little guy. Yeah, that was a world event. Perfect. World
Cool.
event complete.
Nice, Batman. Nice.
That was more of a Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn sort of thing. I can't do high voices very well.
It's funny because my voice is not naturally deep, but then every now and then I do get hired. Even the freelancer is a little lower, but like the raider is like this beastie, low voiced woman. I was surprised by my own lower end being a thing at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not. If you'd asked me in college or high school when I first started looking at this, that if I would have like beastie badass women down here, like I would be like, no, what? You know.
You're like, no way.
Who, me?
Who's the most aggressive female protagonist or antagonist that you got to do?
Raider. Everyone's
Raider?
like, how do you still have a voice? I'm like, I drank a lot of water.
Was that For Honor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She was fun. She was so much fun. Oh my god, that was actually an interesting thing of like, in most cases I would say like I just want to do the PCAP, like let me on the stage. I want to be there. I want to be I want to be part of it. But I got to see a lot of free mocapped cutscenes, and all the animations were complete for all the combat. All the combat animations were complete when I came in to voice them, and that was actually super wonderful.
The
like
combat animations?
Yeah, so every swing, like, they'd be like, here's a heavy swing of your axe. Like, and then it'd watch it 3 times, and I would start to match it.
And you'd be like,
Yeah, I'd be like, ugh! Whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
mine
I'm
was
gonna die.
mine was terrible.
I'm gonna die. Well, this is why I love doing game voiceover.
Yeah.
Like, I love saying this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was so fun, and getting to see exactly how big the swing was, how heavy the axe is. Like, all of that information is so high resolution. Like, you internalize so much about the actual reality of the swing when you can see it, as opposed to just being like, hey, swing your axe 5 times. And be like, whatever.
These are cool.
I
was wondering about, are those the hardest on your vocal?
Yes, on your voice. You have to be careful.
Oh boy, I'm gonna be dead.
It's really fun, but if you do it too much in a row, I mean, how people manage their sessions has a lot to do with whether you come away taking 2 days or a week to recover.
I've heard something about eating apples.
For mouth noise.
Yeah.
That's for mouth noise. So if I'm smacking on them, then that's an apple thing. I like to use Sour Patch Kids too, because they don't sit there and go brown.
Oh, that one sounds fun.
Yeah, they're just like, but it's the sour stuff gets your saliva going. Yeah, water, cough syrups.
What's the hardest grunt or like anything where you're, I don't know, doing work or like running?
Yeah,
what's
efforts and exertions.
Efforts, yeah.
Mhm.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
What's the hardest one to do?
I think people the classic answer is fire.
Yeah.
Fire, because it's really rich actually, just emotionally, because it takes time. So it's long and it's painful and extreme.
Fire emotionally, or?
Yeah, because there's like, I could nerd out for hours on like how efforts sound different depending on the character. Like, a military person who's seasoned is going to react differently to pain than a civilian who's terrified.
Yeah.
But the thing about fire is like takes time, it's happening ongoing, and it's fear, like it's horror, right? So it's like you're watching yourself burn, like it's really real. And like so there's a lot to unpack there and kind of do, and for a long time, and at kind of probably up to full volume. So that's one of the more classically draining ones. Yeah, I remember I've done like a couple like really full-on battle cries. Like there was a Raider sort of war cry that was like pretty full on.
My war cry is, oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
I don't think it's very good.
I like it. It's very honest. I think it's very good. It's very relatable. It's the most relatable war cry.
Oh, Lacey, man.
Oh, cheesy Pete.
We got about 1 minute left.
We're
gonna
minute.
Let's try and kill this elite outlaw elemental right here.
Doable, I think. I think doable.
She fell up.
Where are you?
Where'd you go?
Oh, are you done? I can't tell.
Oh, right here, right here.
Please stop floating through the porch.
All right, well, maybe we're not going to.
Maybe we're not. Maybe we're not going to make him. No, wait. Where are you?
He's
Come here.
on the.
Stop moving.
Yeah. Hey, not fair. Hacks. Bioware, you got to fix your hacking elemental characters. You have an ult? Yeah, use your ult.
Should I use my ult?
Yeah, just nuke
for
him.
final. You know what, dude?
We're
Get
done
bent.
here. Nice. He did.
So I'm going to fire them all for fun.
Well done.
Whee!
All right. Sarah.
Hey.
You brought up a charity. You brought up some cool stuff that you do. Where can people watch that? You can let him die. It's okay. We'll go full camera.
Yeah, well, you can stay in touch with me on Twitter. I'm
Yeah.
on Twitter at Selmaleh, so Selmaleh.
Mhm.
A lot of my projects, I'm doing free table reads for game development scripts. I'm doing a conference, a games conference, a live games conference called GameDev.world in 8 different languages for free.
Wow.
That's exciting with Rami Ismail. Yeah, there's stuff going on. There's stuff happening. But Twitter is a great way. And then I try to keep my website up to date. I don't usually. That's SarahElmaleh.com.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This was really fun.
This
Getting
was
to
so
learn
much
a little bit more about
fun.
voice acting and you as a talent in this game and all the projects you worked on. Thank you for coming by today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Chat, thank you for joining us also. As always, you can find more on Anthem and all things video games right here at IGN. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.